think you broke up to hire people.
On Turkey in 10 days of the most beautiful, charming.
Do we have the camera
area,
on?
Regardless of where you live, other
Theoretically, yes.
Is Mark there? Good.
Definitely, yes.
Good.
Take advantage of this great offer. With all the fun we have
Thank
on
you.
air,
That would be.
Now's a chance to have some fun off air.
Well, worse things have happened. Remember when those planes hit those buildings?
Simply
no, really? Was that worse?
To Michael,
yeah, a little.
That's michaeltrip.com or call 800-383-3131. That's 800-383-3131. Again, michaeltrip.com.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844.
Thank you, by the way, Shannon. Appreciate you answering the phone.
6:30.
Absolutely, dude.
Work in the morning.
And wherever you go.
On my phone when I'm walking the dogs.
It's now easier than ever. You can now set Denver's talk station as a preset.
Awesome. Doing it now.
On the free iHeartRadio app.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. That's money. Enter it now. Yeah.
Ripped off. Bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK is our number, 713-8255. What's going on in your life? Marc Mager back at the home studio. What's going on, sir?
Oh, man, good day. Great day today planned. We got Dimitar in, Euro Plumbing. He brought along one of his sales guys, and they do stuff, Tom, I didn't even know they did, and we'll dive a little bit into that, but the government's opened back up. That's a good thing, wouldn't you say?
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of money being doled out, a lot of people being back to work, a lot of people for the holidays. It's good. Now, listen, I came across this real estate thing, and I talked to Frank Duran, the real estate man, this morning about it. He weighed in on. I'm going to bring up Dan. Dan brought it to my attention. He was one of many people who got nabbed. Well, I can't say they got nabbed because they didn't go through with it all. So let's just talk about that. Dan, explain what happened. You had your house listed for sale. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. And what happened? Tell me about this strange phenomenon, because many other people are experiencing it. People, if you have houses for sale, listen up. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, essentially, without getting too into the weeds on it, we have a luxury home in the South Metro area. It's been for sale for a while. We had somebody come book a showing. They provided a lender letter, which is typically what we ask. They came to the showing here for about 20 minutes. We didn't really think much of it. The real estate agent contacted our agent, said, hey, they're highly interested in your house, but they're currently under contract with another home. And they're under contract with that home, but they have some issues with the inspection, and she felt like it was going to fall through. 2 days later, they scheduled to come do another showing at our house, but then canceled and said, hey, we're going to go ahead and make you an offer. They made us a full price cash offer, but their condition was they wanted us out in 2 weeks. So they wanted us out right before Thanksgiving. So needless to say, it usually you get about 30 days to move. So we accepted the offer. We said, hey, let's get after this. We start packing up our whole home. We start fire sailing some things because they claimed they didn't want, things that you would want in a house like this.
Was there earnest money out of curiosity?
Yeah, so there was earnest money. They provided their account information to the mortgage company for their earnest money. The problem is that nobody checked whether the earnest money came in. So meanwhile, they schedule an inspection of our house. And fortunately, our real estate agent reached out and he said, hey, listen, we have an inspection tomorrow, and I just want to make sure the earnest money came in. They look at it. They don't have enough information. And so they reach out to the buyer because there was no earnest money, and the buyer has just completely vanished. So we start digging in more. This is where it gets really suspicious, and find out that the house before ours, they had actually gone through inspection and then backed out, but they had provided a check for earnest money, which had insufficient funds. So we start looking at it going, this is something we don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
Right?
What's the scam, though? I don't get it.
I asked Frank Duran, the real estate man, because we are getting a number of inquiries, and Dan said these people probably tied up 10 properties. I talked to a broker down south who said that they tie up properties. And I said, what is their game? What good is tying up properties?
Why?
Okay. One said they want to gain access to the home eventually without their broker or without a broker, where you're going to trust them. You're thinking this sale is going through, and then they clean out the house or they rob you. That's one scenario. Another one is they're literally shopping and trying to keep people off balance, and then at the last minute accepting one. Dan, when you talk to your guy, what did they or woman, the broker, what did they say they thought was going on?
Well, my broker actually, he was concerned that it was a scenario like you said, where maybe they tie us up in some kind of legal, to where they end up having some kind of ownership of the house, or they, where there's a fight over the home. He also was concerned that just in the weird climate that we're in politically, that it could be just somebody that is, out to get people with luxury homes and,
I just, for the life of me, I can't wrap my head around why someone would waste all this time. It's crazy.
Frank says he gets them all the time. They tie up a home and they give
what though?
Well, we think access. That's what we think.
To go in and rob it? To rob it eventually.
Yes, or to gain access.
That's what I think.
Or to gain access to it, or gain knowledge about it for the next owner. But it's some kind of casing of the joint.
Dan, you met these people? You met them at one point or never?
Yeah, were they at the house?
No,
Did you? No?
No, I did not meet them. They were, we kind of thought it was fishy because, we had to pack quickly. And so we told them that during the inspection, we were going to be in the home, but that we would stay out of their way. We'd stay in the garage.
See, that's the other thing, though. Think of what he just said, Tom.
Yeah.
He basically said they wanted him out quick within a couple weeks, so they're getting all their stuff out of the house. What the hell are they going to rob?
Well,
I wonder if it's identity theft,
Well, whatever it is, it's happening. And
it's so weird.
And that's why I had him on, because I talked to Frank. Frank says they get squirrely inquiries all the time. Now, Frank has a system where he pre-qualifies, gets bank information or broker information on the phone right up front, and never, ever, ever will fall into this, because he said he's had other people who've had listings tied up. They tie it up sometimes for 60 days. You thinking your house is sold, and then all of a sudden they disappear, and they're tying up several properties.
Hey, Dan, are you pissed off at your guy or your gal because they didn't check on that earnest money? I'd be pissed.
No, I was really happy with my realtor because they did check before they were allowed to have access back to our house.
Oh, that's right. You said that. But the last people, they did it.
The other realtor.
Right.
Yeah, the other realtor I'm upset with because they brought them to our house after they had basically fraudulently tied up another house. It's the same realtor.
Yeah, think about that. They're just tying up houses. And again, if anyone knows what this game might be, Frank Duran suggested possibly they're just trying to find the best deal and they're tying up houses and then negotiating the best deal, and they have several going at the same time. Or he said in some cases, people want access to a home, and after you get down the line a little, you relax your requirements to have the broker there, and sometimes the buyers or the straw buyers can gain access to a home and possibly steal. And then, as Dan said, when they get into the house, it could be they're going through paperwork and stuff to do identity theft. Whatever it is, there are a lot of phantom buyers. That's the message I wanted to give, that you have to get your broker. Your broker has to be able to screen these people up front. And Frank has a system of doing it. And also for showings, there's a showing service that Frank uses. And he says a lot of real estate people use it. And this showing service verifies everything about the the buying broker coming to see the house, and verifies the license number, verifies the person, their office address.
Yeah.
and then you know somebody's coming legit. Never grant access to your home without a broker. And if you do have a broker come and take a buyer, it's always best to have your representative there or be there yourself. It is.
Hey, Dan, I assume the lender or the letterhead or whatever from the lender was total BS.
Yeah, we believe it was BS now and phony.
I mean, did anybody actually call that lender and see if that's a real name or anything like that?
Did your real estate person, broker, check him out?
Well, yes. So they tried to check him out and couldn't get anywhere on it. So that's a practice that our real estate agent is changing too, right, is making sure that calling and verifying all of that ahead of time, not just saying, hey, this is a letter, we've got another broker that I trust.
So strange.
Going, hey,
it's very strange. It's very strange because we're all trying to figure out the scam. Dan,
I know. It's crazy.
Thanks for letting us know. If you find anything else out, give us a call, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Dimitar Kostarev is in the house today, europlumbingcolorado.net. Would you say the best prices on water heaters? What do you think? I mean, or on he does repiping too of houses. They got a
40-gallon installed, $1,400 installed. I mean, it's insane. He did mine about a year or two ago, and then a 50-gallon is $1,500. And I didn't realize, Tom, these guys at Euro, they do so much wholesaling. It's basically like dealing with a wholesaler. They do a ton of installs for big boxes. They also, if you ever see PEX advertised on TV, whole house repipe, these guys are probably the ones doing it. So it's like dealing with a wholesale company. That's how they simply have the best prices. I mean, it truly is just job after job after job after job. And of course, all they do is plumbing. Same with sewer line repairs, cheapest out there, water line repairs. I mean, Dimitar, you guys truly are basically the cheapest out there that I know of. Do you know of anybody cheaper?
I don't.
Get right in front of that mic there.
And good morning, everybody. This is Dimitar.
Hello, Dimitar.
And it's a pleasure to be here with you. And we can talk about plumbing, water heaters, repipe, and any other plumbing needs.
Yeah, I love it, man. Okay. So that's the gig over here.
Okay, thank you very much. And that's europlumbingcolorado.net. They're on the referral list at referrallist.com. Speaking of great deals, waterpros.net has one of the best deals you can find, $46.95 for the entire house of water softening and conditioning, taking out forever chemicals. And then you have, and total chlorine, and then you have at the kitchen sink reverse osmosis drinking water, taking out pharmaceuticals and nanoplastics, all for $46.95. We love people that give deals. Waterpros.net, 303-862-5554.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Gary Beck.
Who's in bed with Szymanski here?
I'll do U.S. mortgages first.
You
got it.
Thanks.
The police. If you want to know why, then listen to our Bell and Pollock Legal Injury Hub podcast on your favorite platform.
I love the best deals. I love when you have a mortgage broker like David Szymanski at U.S. Mortgages find the best deal for you. They go out and shop the mortgage market and then bring you the best deal. Right now, they have a 5-year fixed rate mortgage, 5 years fixed. So you let the choppy times pass. You get room to breathe, 4.99 or below. Think about that. You can get into a house right now for 4.99 or even below. And that would be at the high end, 6.04 APR. Listen to this. You have no lender fees and no appraisals if you refi once you're a customer. If rates go down by even 0.5%, it's the lowest rate for life program. So once you're a customer of U.S. Mortgages, you can refi as many times as you want when rates go down with no extra costs. That's U.S. Mortgages, 303 low rate, 303 low rate, or usmloan.com.
Thank you.
How much time do I have about?
Hard to say. Ooh, I don't know why he's not going.
Okay, I'm going to take a walk for a minute here.
All right, how?
Thank you.
That means it is high crime season, but not all crime should be addressed the same way. We have statistics from the FBI, and that's 2022. Firearms is only necessary less than 1% of the time. Now, the burner launcher covers 99.99% of altercations with the firepower needed to incapacitate any attacker for up to 40 minutes. I carry one myself. I recommend every family concerned about safety and security have one as well. The Burner Compact Launcher is the smallest, less lethal launcher that is concealable anywhere. Now, it may be small, but it fires powerful kinetic rounds, tear gas, that can stop an attacker cold for up to 40 minutes with a range of 60 feet, and you can confidently and effectively de-escalate any situation without using lethal force. You don't need a background check. It's legal in all 50 states. Head to byrna.com today or just visit any burner retail store located near your city. That's byrna.com.
Mark Szymanski, my buddy over at Genesis Total Exteriors. Tell me about Geico. What the heck is that, man?
I tell you, Mark, what it is, it's 100% silicone that you can apply to flat roof buildings or houses. So if your house has a flat roof,
yeah,
or if you own a commercial property that has a flat roof and it's getting older, it's a great product to put on there because once you put this product on, you're done.
What do you mean you're done? What does that mean? You'll never have to do the roof again?
You'll never have to do the roof again.
Mark, no offense, that kind of sounds like snake oil. I mean, how does that work?
I tell you, silicone does not wear away. It does not degrade underwater. Silicone is actually made out of sand, which, we have sand all over this world, and it just holds up. And so it holds up and does not deteriorate at all. You might have to put a refresher coat on occasionally, but you're never going to have to replace that roof.
So how does it stand up to, like, hail?
Yeah, it'll stand up to hail, and if it does happen to get a tear in it, that's all you do is you go put some silicone right back on top
right back
of it.
on. So what kind of, if Genesis comes out and does this to a residential, commercial property, any flat roof, what kind of warranty do you guys have with something like this? If it's basically a lifetime roof, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a 10 to a 20-year warranty, depending on how thick we put the coating on.
Wow.
And that's the warranty that the manufacturer warranty, not Genesis warranty, but from the manufacturer. They come out, inspect the product before we apply the product, and then after we're done, they come out and certify that it was done properly and write a guarantee on how long the customer wants.
Oh, that's unbelievable. So, but you can't put it over shingles, correct?
Not over shingles, but you can put over rolled roofing, a TPO. You see the white roofs up there.
Yeah, that's what I had on one of my buildings downtown, was that kind of white. It almost looked like, I don't know, you could walk all over, and it cost me a fortune after a hailstorm one time. But you're saying if I had this product, I wouldn't have been dealing with that.
You bet. You just have to, take care of any kind of holes that happen.
I love it. I'll tell you what, I love these guys.
All right.
At DiscountBath.com, they take discounts seriously. Like this deal for a complete conversion of that old ugly tub into a beautiful walk-in shower for just $9,888. Get rid of that old shower tub combo and get a beautiful walk-in, custom designed for your preferences. Acrylic walls that mimic stone, lifetime warranty, and no maintenance. Call 720-979-2322 or DiscountBath.com.
Happy holidays from Done Right Home Improvements. Putting off that home makeover till after the holidays? Well, good, because book your project now for install after and save 16% or get a great financing deal. drhi.com.
Warm, sunny, and breezy for your Thursday. Temperatures today reaching into the mid-70s, so near record-breaking temps for your Thursday. I'm Fox 31, Pinpoint Weather Team meteorologist Kylie Burse.
This report is sponsored by Big O Tires, the team you trust. Getting a good deal on Black Friday doesn't have to start with a 4 a.m. wake-up call. At Big O Tires, buy 3, get 1 free on Big O brand tires now through December 7th. You'll get the industry-leading ProTech Plus warranty for free. Don't miss the Black Friday sale at Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Hey, don't forget painful joints and tendons, denverregen.com. Both Mark and I went to Denver Regen. He went for this weight loss drug. I went for my hair replenishment and then painful joint. They're great.
Hey, I had to.
denverregen.com.
Yeah, thanks for doing that. I got to give out Genesis info. I thought you were doing that spot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No big deal. But at the end, it doesn't matter. But anyhow, anybody that was listening to that, the bottom line is you want that new roofing product.
It's incredible.
That's incredible for the flat roof.
It'll save you a complete re-roof. It'll save you a re-roof.
I couldn't believe the warranty said it stood up to hail everything, but it's GenesisTotalExteriors.com. That's it. Simple as that.
GenesisTotalExteriors.com. Okay, let's talk to, let's see who's next. Oh, Natalie. What's going on, Natalie? What's happening?
Hello, could you hear me?
I can, Natalie. What's going on with you?
Okay, not a whole lot. Not very good things lately.
Uh-oh. Well, tell me about this experience with the store. Is it Famous Footwear?
Yes.
What happened?
So we were in there shopping for a pair of shoes for my boyfriend. His sister passed away. She was murdered, and
oh my God,
his mother asked him to wear something nice to her funeral and to wear purple because it was her favorite color, which I got to tell you was the hardest thing to look for a man.
Yeah.
And it was just a frustrating day. We had a very frustrating day, and the last thing we were trying to find him was a pair of shoes to go with his outfit that we finally found for him.
Yeah.
And so a friend that was with us noticed that the worker kept following us around everywhere and racially profiling us.
So are you black, I'm assuming, then?
I'm not black. What consumer racial profiling is when a business will profile you like as a shoplifter.
Yeah, but why?
But usually when you say racially profiling, most of the time they don't do that with white people. Most of the time they do that with people of color. That's why I asked.
Right. Yes, I'm Hispanic. Hispanic.
Got it. Okay. So you think they were following you just because you're Hispanic?
Yeah, and
did they approach you? Did they approach you?
Honestly, yeah, they approached us several times and asked us if they could help us, and I'm like, dude, if we need your help, we'll go and ask you, okay? And I just felt like it was very rude of him to just continuously ask us, like, this store's only so big. If I really need help, then I will come and ask you.
So what ultimately happened? Did anything transpire? Did anything go on wrong? Or tell me what happened.
Yes, it went all wrong. So our friend that was with us, she called him out and was like, dude, why are you profiling us? And she was like, we can't even shop in peace. Like, back up.
Right.
And he was like, well, if you don't like it, you could and leave.
Wow.
So she was like, well, we came to shop for my best friend a pair of shoes, and we're not going to leave until we get them. And we legitimately were going to pay for them. And the way they were profiling us was just unreal and uncomfortable.
Did they?
Did you leave the store when they asked you?
What was that?
If they asked you to leave the store, which is what I thought I heard, did you guys leave the store?
No, he said if you don't he said if you don't like it, you can and leave. He didn't say you got to leave, right? Yeah. So after he said that, what did you do?
So I was just like listening to them bicker back and forth, and then after that, he looked at my boyfriend and said, "And if you're with her, you can leave too." He didn't tell me nothing, but he was like more at them two. And he was like, and if she was
did you ask to talk to a manager or something, Natalie? Did you ask maybe, hey, talk to a manager?
I did ask to speak to the manager, and at that point, the worker done hit the shoes, the two pairs of shoes that my boyfriend had in his hand, hit him out of his hand, and then pushed him out the store.
What?
Yes.
And then what? What was the last part?
Pushed him out of the store?
Yes, pushed him out of the store. Physically pushed him out of the store.
Oh, there's something. We're not hearing something here. Natalie, this sounds weird. I mean, I believe you. I believe you on the surface, but are you saying you guys did nothing wrong except shop around? Your boyfriend had two pairs of shoes in his hands. This retail clerk, the sales associate, knocked him out of his hand and threw him out of the store.
Correct.
What did you do then?
So at that point, I told my boyfriend, like, let's go, dude. Like, I told our friend that was with us, like, why'd you even say anything,
exactly.
dude? Like, let them stare all they want.
Right.
Let them profile us all they want.
Right.
We know what we're there for, and that's all that matters. You know, and...
so what happened? Did the cops show up? What happened?
Well, the cops did not show up because the worker obviously did not call the cops. If he thought we were shoplifters, you would think that was their first...
Right.
Objective to do was to call the police, take notes of what kind of.
Okay,
what
I
we're
believe
wearing,
I believe you, Natalie. Where was this famous footwear? Where was it?
In
or
Northville,
where is
in
it?
Stapleton.
Stapleton. Okay. Do you want us to call there? What do you want us to do? Because I believe you. I really do. Now, are you sure your boyfriend didn't start bad-mouthing this guy? Were they having words?
Nothing.
Come on. And so
how could a retail store last like that? Listen, I believe her to a degree, but something just doesn't add up. I mean, okay. Granted, I'm not Hispanic or black, or I don't think I've been profiled, but my God, I've never heard of anything like that.
Okay, Natalie.
It gets worse, guys.
Oh my God, what gets worse?
News.
What?
A month later, we're posted on Fox 31 News.
For what?
As the trio robbers.
What? Wait a minute.
My 25-year-old's getting ready for work.
Okay,
calls my mom.
You gotta hold on. Did they have pictures of you?
They did get pictures on the They did get pictures from the camera, from the surveillance, and the pictures were pretty clear. And DPD knows me by face and name.
Why?
As well as my boyfriend, just because of some prior when we lived. Right.
What did they call you on the news? Something about the trio. What did they say about you?
Trio robbers.
Like
it was
what?
Not even
The Foot
like
Locker
that.
trio. What was it?
Now, what did they? Okay, were you guys? I got so many questions on this, Natalie. Hang on, I got to take a break. This is really interesting. I want to know if you were ever charged with anything or where we're going with this story. By the way, the guaranteed lowest prices on furnaces. You know, we're all about low prices. You know, our theme today is low prices. RenewHomeInnovations.com. If you want a furnace, you will not do better. RenewHomeInnovations.com promises the lowest price. Compare apples with apples, and you will get the best price. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000.
Yep.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, we're still seeing a delay on I-25 as you're making your way into downtown. There's an accident at 6. They've got it kind of on the right side of the highway there, but it is backed up to Colorado. It's fairly solid still as you're coming through with slow and go. Southbound 25, a little busy through Spear. We've got volume that's somewhat heavy to the east on I-70 from Peoria west, eventually all the way back to I-25. 270's running a little slow also. Foothills Drive looks good. No rock scaling yet, and I-70 remains open. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Alarm Detection Systems.
Alarm Detection Systems. Video business security with expert installation and 24/7 monitoring. Protect what matters. Serving Denver, Boulder County, Northern Colorado, the Eastern Plains, and Colorado Springs. Visit adsalarm.com.
Hey, if you're in trouble ever and need a defense attorney, yeah, even for traffic or a DUI, that's not to be sneezed at. That is a serious offense. Now, during this time of year, a lot of people drink and drive. They think they can calculate, or they go after work to a party or whatever. I'm not endorsing any of that. What I'm saying is Joe Lazzara is a criminal defense attorney that does things differently than any others. Here's what he does. He will give you free legal advice and information up front about your charge. So call him with any questions. If you decide to hire him, he does a flat rate on every single part of your case, a flat rate, so you know exactly what it will cost you. Lazzara Legal, Lazzara. We've known him for 30 years, haven't we, Mark? 303-429-6200. 303-429-6200.
Yep.
The man is Hispanic in his 30s. He has a tattoo of red lipstick on the right side of his neck.
How do you
small
know?
Scar.
How do you know, Mark? Are you looking it up?
And he's looking it up and not listening to you simultaneously.
Okay, good.
Go ahead.
Mark, did you look it up?
Yeah, I talked to him. I don't know. I said, "Are you guys on the lam?" I talked to her off air. I said, "Are you guys on the lam?" And she's like,
you know
"No,
what that meant?"
we got arrested."
Oh.
And so I don't know if they're still looking for him. What I'm reading, it appears as if they're still looking for him.
Wow.
Is that kind of what you're seeing too, Julius?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm seeing.
Well, technically, anyone that robs a shoe store is
Got
on the
Crime
run.
Stoppers here on Facebook with an
They
alert.
should have at least stole the shoes.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know where she's going with this.
I've been profiled for being overly good looking. They kept wondering why I'm in the store.
Their own worst enemies too. It's like honestly, you can get people can get profiled off the smallest things. If you make yourself look a certain way, you're gonna.
Oh, if you look homeless.
Yeah, like they're gonna assume that you're homeless. Like, don't go in there looking grungy, assuming that they're like.
I have truly, and I've talked about this, I've gotten absolutely profiled, and it's generally at high-end hotels. They're like, what the fuck are you doing
What are
here?
you doing here?
Yeah.
It's like,
Until they know I'm actually a guest. They're like, most people that are here aren't wearing Costco shirts.
that's because most people don't understand. This is all that is show. It's like that doesn't prove what's in my bank account. like you could rip this shirt off, take my shoes, I'll be completely fine.
Yeah. In fact, last time was probably 3 weeks ago in Vegas at the Waldorf. We come out and I'm trying to get a car. They give you car service. And I go up to the guy and I said, yeah, we need to get a car to whatever show we were going to. He goes, are you staying here? And I'm thinking, no, I just had the balls to walk up and see if you would get me a car to go somewhere.
Sorry.
It must happen occasionally because,
Right.
I mean, he asked me. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever, dude.
Yeah, you got to imagine they probably do experience some other stuff out there.
Yeah, especially being Vegas. Hey, YouTubers, if you go to Fox 31 and type in...
You
just
should
go to
tell
Google.
everybody, Mark. When we come back, you should tell everyone. But anyway, what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do?
You go to Google and you just type in trio robbery on the run.
Fox 31 trio robbery on the run. Fox 31. Okay.
And it should be the first one that comes up.
Okay, thank you.
Suspected robbery trio on the run, Denver.
Robbery trio. I'll do. See what happens.
Did you get it?
I'm looking right now, sir. Okay.
Crazy.
Okay, got it. Very, very cool. Let me turn off the sound.
I can't tell if they're still on the lam, though. She's like, we got arrested, but...
Oh, my God. No, this is unbelievable.
That show back in the day, Dumb
We need to
Girls.
call the police and get them picked up.
Seems like she's almost rat.
Just kidding.
Shouldn't brought
You
forward.
two morons.
Let's try to get them to say where they're at.
Hey, is that Julius I hear with Dimitar? The one who's laughing? He's laughing.
Yeah.
He's a happy fellow. Hello, Julius. How are you doing, man?
Can you hear Tom? Hit offline, both of you.
Hey, I want to say welcome to the show, guys.
Okay, hold on. Now go back to PGM.
Yeah. Can they hear
Nope,
me?
You're good. Hit offline. Go ahead and talk, Tom.
Welcome to the show, Dimitar. Nice to see you. And Julius, got a good laugh, man. You're a happy dude.
Thanks, man.
Crap.
Dimitar, somebody wants to know if you do constant flow.
Okay, stop. Everybody stop, and no turning on your mics again. Here
Okay.
we go.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. I got a text about EuroplumbingColorado.net. They want to know, do you do constant flow or instant water heaters, Dimitar or Julius?
Hey, this is Dimitar. Yes, we do tankless water heaters.
Tankless,
All the
okay.
time, don't you?
Yes.
Are they getting more and more popular, Dimitar?
They are getting very, very popular, and you can save a lot of money down the road. It's going to save a lot of your bill, and you're going to have instant hot water. You open the tap, and you have the water. Hot water right away.
Okay, cool. Because I had a question about that. Are they about double the cost of a regular one? What are they? Even though you're lower than everyone, and you are, when it comes to comparisons of your prices, the conventional versus the instant, How much more are the instant ones?
So they're about double, yes.
Okay.
So about 3,000 installed?
A little bit more because our price is the basic is the 1,500.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
And then
yep.
Okay. So now I want to go back to Natalie. Natalie, I looked this up. Mark gave us a link here. He's looking at Fox 31 or KDVR.com. And if you search, what I searched was robbery trio. And I swear to you, man, there's 3 clear pictures of you guys. So I got some obvious questions, okay? And by the way, I want to assure my callers, please hang on. We will get to the rest of you as well. I know a lot of people, they get impatient. And in fact, Kelly can even take your number if you want to be called back. But here's what I have to ask our caller today. Did you ever get charged? Are any of you charged or arrested right now?
My boyfriend is in jail, and yes, I was arrested about a week ago, and I did bond out on a $200 cash only bond, and my boyfriend's was set at $10,000.
And how about the third?
Only.
And who's the third person?
The third person, to our understanding, she was also arrested, I guess, a day after in Jefferson County somewhere.
But did you guys actually steal anything? I mean, I know there's a joke that no one who gets arrested is guilty and everyone's innocent, but I have to hear your story. They have pictures of you. Did you steal from that store?
Absolutely not.
Then what are they getting you on? That store, or are they saying you have a chain of robberies? What are they saying? I want to know not what you agree, not that you agree with it, but what are they saying about you?
Right.
What are they saying about you?
They charged us with Class 4 felony robbery. I ain't been in the trouble with the system for 15 years or more.
But what does that mean? Are they saying on or about a certain date you lifted these shoes or something? I mean, are they tying it to a specific crime somewhere?
Just that one, and it wasn't even what they put it out to be.
But wait, it doesn't make sense. Even if they thought you were stealing some shoes,
right,
that you would all end up in jail.
Exactly.
Something is wrong. Are they saying you walked in there and stole money, waved a gun? I mean, what are they saying?
Yeah, in other words, the way you described it, you guys just left. He knocked the shoes out of his hand and you guys left. So are they saying you came back? What are they saying?
So the detective said that he didn't even mention nothing about my boyfriend being assaulted. He didn't mention nothing about him knocking boots out of his hand. He didn't mention nothing about what all started the altercation.
Okay. What did the officer say in his report then? Tell us what the officer said.
So what he showed me was a picture of me and my friend Tracy standing at the door, telling the worker, to not touch my boyfriend because they have a no hands policy. And they're not supposed to touch any.
And then what? And then what?
And then it just shows my boyfriend trying to get away from her because she keeps brushing up against him.
And this was on the tape, on the video.
Yeah, just pictures of the surveillance.
But please, hold on, Natalie. Please help me with this one question.
Yeah, I need help too.
What are they accusing you of? It's not shoplifting at this point. What are the charges? Are they saying armed robbery, for example?
Yes, robbery.
Thank you.
So
that's a lot different than
they
shoplifting.
have to have evidence. What evidence do they have?
Correct.
What evidence do they have?
None that I know of. None.
And you think it all started because you're brown?
Pretty much racially profiled us as shoplifters.
Now, let me ask you about your boyfriend. What kind of a record does your boyfriend have? Just let's spill it.
He has some open cases. He does.
What on what? Open cases for shoplifting or for what?
Well, a couple of them are for domestic violence while they were closed by the courts or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Tom, here's what I'd like to do. Listen, hold on, Natalie. We got a break coming up. Kelly, I want her first and last name, and let's get her boyfriend's first and last name, and let's see what charges are up against, and maybe we'll get a criminal attorney on, and let's look at it that way. Let's see what they're really up against.
Yeah, let's hold this, and we'll get you some free advice from a criminal defense attorney. We'll try to get Joe Lazara on here. I think it's worth exploring. Look, I know a lot of times we roll our eyes and we make snide comments like, oh, yeah, everyone's innocent. Oh, yeah, sure, they never did anything wrong. But I truly do believe people get caught up in the system. I do. And I would hate to have that happen in this case. Now, Mark, what is going on? You have a question about purchasing a car. I want to get it in under the wire here, and we'll ruminate on it during the break. Mark, what is your question, sir?
I would like to purchase a car for a family member who lives in another state.
Okay.
If I go there and I purchase the vehicle for cash and they title it in her name, do I retain any liability in the event she has an accident with that vehicle?
Okay, good question, and you're going to be surprised at the answer because it can go both ways, but I want you to know why, and you can prevent it. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
Yep.
Now, Impact Traffic.
Yeah, we're still seeing a delay on I-25 as you're making your way into downtown. There's an accident at 6. They've got it kind of on the right side of the highway there, but it is backed up to Colorado. It's fairly solid still as you're coming through with slow and go. Southbound 25, a little busy through Spear. We've got volume that's somewhat heavy to the east on I-70 from Peoria west, eventually all the way back to I-25. 270's running a little slow also. Foothills Drive looks good. No rock scaling yet. And I-70 remains open. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by AutoNation. It's the biggest savings of the year. AutoNation's annual sell down. Every vehicle is must-go priced. The AutoNation's annual sell down going on now. Shop and save now at AutoNation.com. Again, to shop, save, and get more information, go to AutoNation.com.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. Basically, I qualify for a commercial solar system because I use my house a lot for my business. You can do that too. Or you might be a landlord and you rent out a room or two or a duplex or an apartment house, or you might have an agribusiness, or you might have a factory or a warehouse. All of these things qualify. And when they do, the government pays for a substantial part of that solar system. Now, I love Alliance Roof and Solar because they know how to get you qualified, and they know everything about the sales, installation, service, and the tax benefits. You can also make positive cash flow selling back to the grid. Listen, contact them, redrocksrs.com. That was their former name, redrocksrs.com, or 303-704-2449. All right, so we're just talking about, getting in trouble and all of that. And I love when attorneys put themselves out there without you having to hire them first. John Fuller is there for you. If you're in an accident with injuries, just think John Fuller. Even if you never hire him. That's right, because John Fuller will talk to you about your case. No other personal injury attorney does that unless you sign up. So John Fuller, I want you to call him at the first sign of trouble. He'll talk to you. Now, if you do hire him, of course, it's on a percentage fee basis, and you continue to communicate with his personal cell phone. That's right. He gives you his personal cell phone to call at any time. 303-597-4500. 303-597-4500.
Yep.
And there's no way that they didn't replace your water pump and all of these things without checking the head gaskets. I said, oh, okay, that makes sense. But I took the vehicle for the open recall when I purchased it. And I took it to go get fixed.
Read your text.
9/23. They attached photos that
What's
I have
that?
in my phone right now.
Read your text?
No, I sent it to Mark. Mark, read your text.
Color, which my mechanic said that is a head gasket, Keegan. So you already had a cracked head gasket when you took it in for the open recall after you bought the car. I said, okay, so it wasn't Brakes Plus? He said, no, that was already there, and you should have called and filed a claim with them because that's where you took it, and they told you in these pictures that they sent with the cracked water pump and everything, that you could have started it there and then taking it to Brakes Plus. So this is pre-existing. This is not on Brakes Plus. You have the photos, you have the proof. When I was on the radio show with you guys yesterday, you guys said they better have her signature with a disclosure on it. I pulled up my car deal again.
Hold on a second. What are they saying? I've got four things going on here. What are they saying? Hold on.
Sorry, I'm like trying. Yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
Huh. Mark was trying to call me.
Oh.
You there?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me what pictures and when were the pictures taken?
If you're.
And Big O took them.
I don't know who he's talking to.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see those, but how long after you purchased the vehicle? How do you know that's pre-existing? I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't understand your timeline. Got it. Got it. And what was the open recall? Okay. So when it was in there, what happened?
I just texted you some information. Mark wanted you to do a background check on 2 different people. Yes, I did. Okay. Okay, all right. Where'd it go?
He says that a lot when you leave. And I don't think that you leave a lot. I think he asks for you too often. I think that's what's going on.
Well, you know, my bladder does have to be answered by nature sometimes.
And it is about the size of my thumb.
Kelly, what would happen if you needed a root canal? Would they just put you out completely?
Pretty much have to decapitate her and work on the head somewhere else.
I told you that they do that sedation dentistry thing, and then they give me gas.
You're going to feel a little prick in your mouth.
No, I'm asleep.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So, Natalie, Mark is reading some stuff here and is looking at this off the air. We're going to get a defense attorney on to talk about it, but you got to hang on and wait for that. Now, Mark, the caller Mark, has a question about purchasing a car. Now, Mark, you want to go to another state, you want to buy the car and sign it over to your relative. Is that right?
That's correct.
And is this as long as it's not your spouse, what relative is this? What did you say, a sister?
Daughter.
A daughter. Oh, daughter. Okay, now, the short answer is, and by the way, this answer gets controversial, meaning people don't always agree with this answer. But from a negligence point of view, simply buying her the car and turning it over to her, you should not be in any trouble if she is negligent at all. Okay, it's her car. You simply bought it. Now, there is something people believe is negligent entrustment, meaning that since you provided the means for her to have a car, you're somehow responsible for the negligence. But our attorney has told us that is a stretch and that doesn't happen. Our insurance guy says, oh no, you should really insure yourself for that. But as far as actual cases, they do try to find as many people as they can to go after, and they look for the pot, the big pot of money. And if your daughter has nothing and they see that she owns the car, I personally doubt that they will look as to who bought it for them. Mark, what do you think on that? If you're listening, or he might be researching something else, what do you think? Because I believe that they would have a big hurdle if they tried to come after you. Were you told differently than that?
Hold on, Mark had to step out
Oh
just
no, no,
a bit.
I'm talking to Mark, our caller. Mark, were you told you could get into trouble?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, is there a better way to structure this? Do I send her
Well,
the
one
money?
thing for
Do I have
sure,
to
no, the
buy
best, okay, you could gift her money. There's no tax on that. You could gift her money. That is a really, in my opinion, the best way to do it. When you gift her money, she can buy whatever she wants. Now, if you bought the car and transferred it to her, you may have some stickler who's saying you should have never transferred that car to her, although they would never prevail. So if you buy a car for your daughter and you sign it over to her, you're all right. But I think gifting the money is better. And then on top of that, just make sure she has pretty good insurance. What kind of insurance, or what state are you talking about?
North Carolina.
Okay. They have, don't go with their minimums, but is she planning on getting pretty good insurance?
I don't recall what her limits are, but yeah, I think so.
Okay. Then that's really what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to make sure she's insured well, not because there's a sudden danger. I just feel like it's safe for her too, because you don't want her to face a judgment that, not that they'll come after her personally. She can always bankrupt out of it, but really, why take the chance? Now, I just looked up a previous case we had, and our attorney, John Fuller, said you generally cannot be sued for negligent entrustment based on something she does unless you gave her the car knowing she was unfit or dangerous to drive. That is a high standard for somebody to try to prove. So if she had any decent insurance, they would simply put in a claim with the insurance. What is the legal liability? Here are my notes from that previous call. The cars, you got to make sure the car is properly titled and registered in her name. It's always better if there is no chain of title where you didn't sign it over to her. So your idea of gifting her money is a great idea. And you do trust her to buy the car, right? And you should still help her buy the car. And please, you've heard enough nightmares here. Get her not only to look at the certain makes and models, but have them checked out. And when I say certain makes and models, what is she looking for? Because I have some great advice on used car buying. What is she looking for, basically?
We're looking at a new car, and probably
that's
a
best.
Toyota RAV4.
That is, you know what? In my opinion, a new car is best. Are you getting one with a great factory warranty? Which one are you looking at?
Toyota.
Okay, man, you're doing everything right. Toyotas are the best new car values because they hold their value. They're the worst used car values because they hold their value for the same reason. American cars, good American cars, are excellent used car values if they have lower mileage because you get more of a car for the same money as if you bought a foreign. But right now, you're on the right track, buying a new car. Give her the money, let her do it, put everything in her name, and you'll be pretty safe. And then make sure she has good insurance. I'm Tom Martino. More coming up.
A rap sheet a mile long.
No, thank you.
That'll be fine.
You're the
Did you hear me?
bomb.
Did you hear me?
Are you talking to me?
Well, I can talk to both of you.
Go ahead.
So, Suze is running Emilio right now, but Natalie has a very long rap sheet.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to the bathroom, so don't call for me.
So much.
Well, then I'll wait. I do if somebody calls.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
And you should. I mean, most warranty companies aren't going to pay for someone working out of their house like that. So, but what happened then? Did you decide, can you bring it somewhere else? Did he already do the work, or what happened? Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So they finally did inspect it at Johnson's.
Were you on the show?
And then what did they say though? Did they say a head gasket as well? Okay. Yeah.
Yay.
But are they saying that Brakes Plus is the reason? I mean, I don't understand what they're trying to say there. Yeah. But what is he saying? But what is he saying Brakes Plus did? Yeah, but let me ask you this. Why wasn't it smoking then? That's the main part of a head gasket. Have you brought it back to Brakes Plus at all? And what do they say about it? I mean, do they think that it had anything to do with the water pump, or you haven't talked to Johnson's about that? So, did an adjuster actually go out there and look at it? Okay. Send me over just the name and phone numbers of these people and who they are. I mean, that's what I want first, all right? Yeah, who you know at Brakes Plus, send me a copy of the invoice. I guess I don't understand the main thing is why you didn't bring it back to Brakes Plus after you had the water pump done. Yeah, all right. So send me the Brakes Plus invoice and information that you have on them, the phone number, whatever. And then send me whatever from Johnson's, whatever the estimate is. And then send me the name of the new owner of the dealership and his phone number. And then also send me the Johnson person you're dealing with at Johnson's Auto Plaza. Yeah, but I gotta run now, okay? All right. Bye. Bye. Man, that's a clusterfuck.
Mark, are you back?
Yeah.
Mark's back.
That was that lady with that car from yesterday,
You
man.
do what to who?
Yeah, what was that? So what happened?
She's sending me information. I don't even know what she's fucking saying anymore. I gotta literally make some calls on it. I don't know why she didn't bring it back to Brakes Plus. They're the ones that did the water pump.
What was her name, Mark? Again, what was her name again?
Keenan, I believe.
Keegan. Got it. Okay, yeah.
Kegel.
Someone emailed me on the shoplifter call. Let's see. I'm a retired police detective, and the use of force or threat of use of force makes a theft a robbery. I'm sure you're not getting the whole story.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hello, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. This hour brought to you by Dan McKenzie, McKenzie Law. If you want a will, a simple will, a complicated will, a trust, a combination of a will and a trust, or even an LLC that can actually be a family partnership that can survive death of one or the other. He's very creative, McKenzie. I'm using McKenzie Law right up front. I'm going to tell you that to do my estate plan. And I think you'll love the way they do business. They're small enough to give you individualized attention, but they have large enough to execute everything you do. 833-CO-PLANS. Dan McKenzie, 833-CO-PLANS. Okay. We did some searching on rap sheets, racially profiling, and other things. So Natalie said she was at a famous footwear with a couple friends, her boyfriend and another person, and the clerk kept following them around. And they felt like they were being haunted here because they're Hispanic, and that the retail clerk got a little testy with them and kept asking, what can I do to help you? What can I do to help you? But at some point, it got weird because the clerk knocked shoes out of her boyfriend's hand and pushed him out the door. The police never came, Natalie, is that correct?
That is correct.
So, the way I get it, you had words about racially profiling. He was following you around. The guy lost it. He knocks the shoes out of your boyfriend's hand and pushes him out the door. Then you hear nothing, no police, no charges, nothing. The next thing you know, you see the three of you on their security footage, and Fox 31 is reporting that there is a theft trio on the loose. Is that, do I have that so far? Or were you arrested before?
Trio of robbers.
Okay, a trio of robbers. Okay.
No.
So were you shocked when you saw that?
Absolutely. I didn't even see it. My mother, my 25-year-old daughter called my mother and said, why is my mom on the news? What the F?
Yeah.
And my mom calls me in distraught, like, daughter, you're all over the news. What's going on? And she's like, Grandma's crying. Everybody's crying. Like, what's going on with you?
So did you call the police right? Now,
if
I saw myself up on the news saying I'm wanted for something, I would turn myself in, or at least go talk to him with an attorney or something. What did you guys do, the three of you, after this appeared on the news and they said you guys were on the loose? What did you guys do after that?
Well, it wasn't us guys, all three of us. It was actually me and my boyfriend were living our own lives normally, because we didn't think that it was going to be all like that. We left after he pushed him, and violence was going to get worse, so we just left. And I told my boyfriend, let's go back and call the cops. He assaulted you. Like, no, you can't get away with that. That's assault, period.
Right. So what happened? You didn't go back.
No, we didn't go back because the other girl that was with us in the trio, supposedly, she didn't want to go back, and she was the driver of the vehicle that we were in.
Got it.
She was the getaway gal.
Yeah. So what did you do then? I mean, there was absolutely nothing else done, and all of a sudden you show up on TV. But why did it take so long to show up on TV? Are they alleging that you did more than just this one job? Are they saying you've done a number of jobs?
No, they're not saying. That's how they posted it on the news, but when we spoke with them, that is not what they said.
Okay. Okay. What did they say?
I don't know what it is. That's why I'm confused myself, and that's why I need help.
And we're going to try to get you some information for sure. But I just ask these nitpicking questions because that's what they are. So let me get this straight. After you guys left the store, how long after that were you on the news? Was it a day or two or that night or what?
30 days. 30 days.
See, Mark, that's the thing I find crazy. 30 days after being kicked out of the store, the surveillance footage from that store is posted. That's what I don't understand. What happened during that 30 days, and why did Famous Footwear wait 30 days? Did you get any answers to those questions, Natalie?
I think it was. No, I didn't get no answers. Absolutely none.
Mark, what do you think is going on? I mean, why would they wait? That's the one thing we need to find out. Why was it 30 days later?
I don't know, but Emilio has multiple theft cases open right now.
Okay.
And his rap sheet's a mile long. And Natalie, your rap sheet's pretty damn long too. The only thing you have currently open, it looks like, is his deal from October of this year. I'm not even sure what we would do to help her at this point. I mean, you're going to end up getting an attorney if you can't afford one.
But what we're going to do is I'd like to ask our attorney, who's tied up right now. He's in court. Yeah. But I would like to ask her options because truly, I think they have a good defense if, in fact, they said that these guys are on the loose. They waited 30 days and nothing was actually taken. Natalie, is Famous Footwear saying you guys left the store and had merchandise with you? Natalie?
That's what they were saying. That's what they were saying. That
surveillance footage
were taken.
They're actually saying that you took some stuff with you when you left. That was the theft. They have to have some video or something on that, Mark. I mean, this sounds crazy to me. It really sounds crazy.
Have video. We saw the stills from it when they were trying to find these people.
But no, what I mean is this: video of them leaving with merchandise. According to Natalie, the clerk, knocked the shoes out of his hands.
Why would the cop show up? And Fox 31 actually runs a story on this. If there isn't some kind of video of something, I mean, there must be.
I wonder if they're saying this, that he was on his way out the door with the shoes. And the clerk.
But even so, that doesn't end up on Fox News. It doesn't. You did news forever.
Yes.
My God, is that a story? Someone tried to steal a purple pair of shoes from Foot Locker?
Mark, you hit it. You hit the nail right on the head. It is absolutely not a story. The story that three people, the trio, are on the loose. They got to find them. It's crazy because are they saying, okay, this is another $64,000 question. Natalie, are they saying that you also robbed other places? Are you charged with any other incidents?
That is what, no, I'm not, but that is what the news said, that let's catch them before they hit other places.
Well, and it says, according to Metro Denver Crime Stoppers, the trio hit a location on East 49th Place in Denver's Northfield neighborhood on September 27th. When I hear hit a location, that doesn't mean stole a pair of shoes. I mean, that generally means like armed robbery or something.
God, it does.
Right.
And you're saying
there was no weapons involved at all.
Well, I didn't see. Yeah, okay, it wouldn't be armed robbery then.
I need to ask some touchy questions here. Okay, were you going to other shoe stores or other stores as a trio? Were you visiting other stores?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So you're out shopping with your boyfriend and a friend, and this turns into a trio on the run, Mark, and it's 30 days later. So what triggered that news story?
I want to call the shoe store.
Famous Footwear.
What is it? North Glen, is that the right address?
I
what
think
the story said?
Northfield.
Or Northfield?
Yeah, it's where Stapleton, it's the Stapleton area. But here's the deal, Mark. Tell them that, it's public record, so it's not like they're doing anything wrong by talking to us. But we just want to know, why was there a 30-day lag after they left the store that day? And then the news story shows up. And I'd love to ask Fox 31. I mean, really, they reported this like did they realize that the encounter was 30 days before they put the story on? What I want to know is what sparked that story. So they're shopping around, right? They get kicked out of the store, for lack of a better term. They're kicked out because they look suspicious. Then 30 days later, their pictures show up on TV as the trio on the run.
Robbery. Right.
Yeah, well, that sounds crazy. Right, whatever, robbery trio. So, Natalie, after it showed up on the news, what happened then? You said you didn't turn yourself in. So what happened?
So I reached out to you. I sent you an email and reached out to you to further investigate this situation, because families were in distraught, with meaning my family and my children. My 13-year-old, I'm disappointed in you, Mom. Like, that ain't even what it was, daughter. I have to explain this to my children, my grandmother, who was furious and crying, like I'm out there just committing crime. No, I'm not doing that.
God, this is crazy. And so after that, so you're explaining to your family, you have no idea what's going on. How did that turn into an arrest? Did they show up at your house one day or what? Or did you walk in to find out more? How did it turn into an arrest?
So let me tell you, okay? So these officers, this group of officers, there's like four of them, 2 in each car. They know us by name and face, okay?
Yeah.
They actually had contact with us at the hotel.
Okay.
Prior to this. And said that they seen us in a stolen vehicle the day before. So they're definitely messing with us and harassing us and trying to get us.
Is this Denver? Are we talking about Denver police?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
And I got names and everything.
But you said 2 officers in each car, 2 cars. Did they come and get you at your house, or were you out shopping? When were you arrested?
We were riding our bikes up Colfax, and there was a cop at the stop sign, and I thought, like I was just crossing. I didn't think nothing of it. And he just stays right there. So I'm like, oh, wow, really?
Okay.
He's like kind of out on the road a little bit. So I go through the back to go around him through the back, because I don't want him to hit me if maybe he didn't see me or whatever. So I go around, and he comes out running after me. And I'm like, hold up, dude. Like, you ain't got to rush on me like that, for one.
We got to take a
2,
break.
Like,
all right. This, Mark, I just don't understand it. I mean.
Well, I'm going to call over to the shoe store and see if I can get any information.
Yeah, that would be good. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Don't forget the lowest guaranteed price for your furnace replacement, renewhomeinnovations.com, 303-904-2000. Why bother looking around? You can, and then get the lowest price. Apples with apples, renewhomeinnovations.com.
Nice.
Get Broncos games started right with the Broncos VIP tailgate by BullseyeEventGroup.com before every Broncos home game. Menu from Food Network chef Aaron May. All you can eat and drink for 3 hours. It's the Broncos VIP tailgate. Get tailgate tickets now at BullseyeEventGroup.com.
Okay, if you're looking for a mortgage, what about a 5-year fixed rate? 5-year fixed rate at 4.99. By the way, that's 6.04 APR with all the stuff, right? But listen, 4.99, when you're comparing mortgages, that's what you compare. And they can get it for you for 5 years so you can buy that house or refi. And by the way, when you get the 4.99, you can always refi out of that if rates go down even more. You'll be part of the exclusive lowest rate for life program that U.S. Mortgages offers all of their customers. My friend David Szymanski says if rates go down by as little as 0.5%, they will get you financed, refinanced, free of charge, no lender fees, no appraisals, and there's no limit to the number of times you can use it. So get your 4.99, get past these choppy times, get room to breathe. And then, of course, look for the best deal after that and get refied free of charge. 303 low rate. 303 low rate or usmloan.com. All right. The Art of Granite. The best prices on countertops. Are you getting our message? You want value, you shop our sponsors. The Art of Granite does granite, all kinds of stone, any natural stone. They're direct stone importers, plus man-made materials. And you can probably get it done before Christmas. Listen, they have 2 appointments. One to come and measure and template. The second one to install your countertops about 3 or 4 weeks later. theartofgranite.com. Start there or give them a call, 303-386-5919, 386-5919. I love Sheridan Auto Tech because they treat you like family. I take my cars there, and you should too. And I'll tell you why. Honesty, integrity, value, experience, convenience, everything you want in an auto repair facility. On Colfax, west of Wadsworth, Uncle Kevin and his team will treat you like family. And you know what? My 36,000 mile, my 30,000 mile check, pennies on the dollars compared to what the dealer wanted. It was under $300 and they did everything recommended. 303-455-7242, SheridanAutotech.com, 455-7242.
Thank you.
Her, according to her, and
all right, bye.
Eventually she ends up on Fox 31.
No, it was
her and her 2 accomplices.
I see.
She worked in the shoe business for.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, do you know who I'm even talking about?
Doesn't want to be on the radio because they're kind of in a little bit of a disagreement with.
Yeah, so I mean, what actually happened? People don't end up on Fox 31.
The whole thing, top to
even
bottom.
Shoplifting a pair of shoes. I mean, what?
You're sweet to want to
I
fight
don't
through
believe
it, Tom.
half the things.
What's that, sir?
You are sweet.
What do you know
to want to fight through it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, thank you.
Is there like a manager or someone that might give us a little?
Because if you said anything else, I was going to come and get you.
Can you at least? Can you at least?
Oh no, I just have you ever accidentally seen the Bill Murray movie Scrooged?
To end up on the news.
No, is it good?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's a take on A Christmas Carol.
It's funny how today's culture has its Christmas movies that are almost as conventional as A Wonderful Life or whatever that's called. But
yeah.
The one that Elf has become a tradition. Elf big time. And Home Alone.
Oh yeah.
And if you had to pick,
this could be 30 years old. The Bill Murray movie.
Give me
probably
a clue.
30.
Yeah. She knows about it though. Something went down. Something went down.
Yes, Mark. What's going on?
Something went down. I don't know what went down though.
What do you think, Mark?
They won't give me any info. He's like, oh, I know about it.
The shoe people.
But the shoe people. 30 days later, it shows up on the news.
I know, it's crazy. I even said, hey, can you at least kind of wink, wink?
Yeah.
It was more than shoplifting or whatever, but nothing. They hung up on me, actually.
Oh, God, I'm telling you, this JR from the road is convinced we are being poisoned.
I know.
From the sky. I think we need a loony bin for people that aren't dangerous but just crazy, and then have them all in the loony bin together.
If chemtrails are supposed to be affecting our brains, how is it we know to talk about chemtrails?
Yeah.
You'd think that it would.
Hey, speaking of which, I'm not talking about chemtrails, but do you think we should try to get Deputy Dollar on today?
Jesus criminy, I was talking.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even know if I want to talk about that on YouTube.
No, not even on YouTube.
It was, I'll tell Shannon,
later.
Yeah, Shannon, when I tell you,
I'm excited.
It's unbelievable.
Here,
You
so
know
is
who
this. We're
Dollar
coming
is,
back
right?
now.
Find a location at macy'sbackstage.com.
Hey, Tom Martino here, fighting for you along with Marc Mager, Marc Mager, and the team of professionals that we can help with. Now, I'm telling you, we got a number of things going on. I want you to be patient. We'll get to all of you. We have Dimitar in the studio to talk about water heaters, the best guaranteed lowest price on water heaters, europlumbingcolorado.net. We'll get to him. And I'll tell you, Natalie's situation, I'm just going to tell it like it is, and I want people to weigh in on what they think happened. Natalie and her boyfriend and another friend, they were shopping for shoes, famous footwear. What happened was they were followed around. Natalie thought she was racially profiled. Natalie had a few words with the clerk. The clerk would back off and then show up again. So they felt bugged by all of this. Finally, the boyfriend has 2 pairs of shoes in his hand, and this whole thing culminates with the clerk knocking those shoes out of his hand and throwing him out of the store. So the 3 of them leave the store. Then Natalie said nothing else transpired, nothing, until 30 days later, they see on Fox 31 a story about the robbery trio, or whatever they're calling them, on the loose. And Natalie's saying, we're not on the loose. We didn't steal anything. We were shopping. And why didn't they arrest us? Tell us the police never even showed up. And now they're saying we're on the loose. She's confused as hell. And then it all ends up with all 3 of them being arrested. And they're being arrested, but they said they never took anything. It's not that they took it and it's a misunderstanding. They say they never took anything. Mark, who did you try calling?
Well, I called the actual store and I talked to someone, they didn't give a name, and they definitely acknowledged they knew about it, but they are giving zero information. I even said kind of on the wink, like, well, can you acknowledge it was more than trying to steal a pair of shoes? I mean, they ended up on Fox 31 and they're like, we cannot talk about it.
Okay, so something happened from the time they were kicked out of the store to the time this news story came out. Now, usually
I want to get Julius's input real quick.
Okay.
You're not used to the show. You've heard this call. Just make sure you hit the on button on your mic. What do you make of it? Just put together what you think of this shoe call.
Like you're sitting home listening to this show or in the car. What do you think? What are your first impressions?
Well, it seems a little odd that 3 grown individuals have to go into a shoe store at the same time to shop for 1, maybe 2 pairs of shoes.
Never thought of that. Okay.
And she stated that her and her mom were standing at the front talking to the worker, which clearly kind of gives the...
Not her mom, but her friend. I don't think her mom was with her. Yeah, her friend.
Her and her friend. It clearly gives the impression of maybe more of lookouts.
Yeah.
And
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it just doesn't really add up. And she stated that she knew the policy, the no hands policy. And I don't know about anybody else, but I don't know the policies of
What is
regular
that?
stores.
What is that? What do you mean no hands policy?
She stated it on the very beginning of her call that that Foot Locker, that store has a no hands policy.
Oh, so they can't do anything to the people.
Like Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so people that are aware of
Hands
that
off
tend
policy,
to try
right,
to exploit those avenues. So
that's a good observation.
Yeah. Is your gut telling you, Julius, is your gut telling you that they were there for no good? I'm just asking for your gut. Not obviously we don't know. What is your gut telling you?
We've all worked, most of us have worked in customer service long enough, and we know that we're not going to just put our hands on a customer for no odd reason, especially when your job is in question. So I do believe that something provoked them. They're most likely withholding some information.
I think something was nefarious.
And then the part I don't understand is how she got arrested. She was on her bicycle. And They arrested her.
I missed that part. I was on the phone, but so that's how she ultimately got arrested. She's biking down the road.
Natalie, is that the way you were arrested? By the way, just so you know, Natalie, we have to explore all avenues. We just, this sounds just so strange to us. If it happened the way you said it, my immediate question would be, this is my immediate question. What triggered the arrest? What triggered it 30 days later? What was the news story about 30 days later? I mean, was it about a recent theft? Or because, I doubt Fox 31 or any TV news would simply go on and say, about a month ago, this trio was at the store.
Literally they did.
You know something interesting, though? Hold on. I do want to bring this up for everybody. The only case she has open right now is October 2025. It's what we're talking about, and it is a theft case. I mean, I don't think you were arrested on robbery, were you, or was it theft?
From when? From October 24th?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was arrested on October 31st or
right.
30th.
Whatever date in October, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Was it theft or robbery? There's a big difference.
There's 2 counts of robbery.
Wow.
I don't know if I'll clarify with Suzanne, but I don't think that's what's on her sheet right now. The other person, Emilio, very possible.
So I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you guys something real quick. Okay, let me explain this so you get a better picture of it.
Okay, go ahead.
When they formally charged us, it says that me, Natalie Alvarado, unlawfully, feloniously, or whatever that word is, and knowingly took something of value, namely boots, from a person in the presence of Jared Williams by the use of force, threats, or intimidation. I didn't touch nothing from nobody, and the cameras will show all of that.
Do you have a defense attorney? I hope you guys have an attorney.
Yeah,
I have an attorney, but apparently they're not returning my calls. They're not trying to defend me, and I got court coming up on December 1st. God. And they know nothing about
maybe this really did just get out of hand, and they possibly overcharged her on it. To be honest, Natalie, it sounds like you guys walked in there to shoplift, and I'm just telling you what I think. That's my opinion on it. I don't know why it escalated to this point, unless if Emilio really pissed off that other
And the bigger question, Mark, why did all the arrests and stuff take place 30 days later? Was it, are they saying they hit another store? Are they saying they just found him? Why 30?
They must have just found him. They ran the news story because they didn't know who they were. They put up pictures
But they ran it 30 days later.
And they know exactly who we are. Let me tell you something. They know exactly who we are because
God, you say that a lot. It's almost like you wear that as a badge.
With us. The arresting officers were the same officers that were just in contact with us maybe a month prior to that.
Okay.
The bottom line is I would love to have her back on with Joe Lazaro.
Of course.
When he gets 7 hours or something, but
no.
I mean,
let's
I'm
get
not
her
sure
some
where
help.
to even go on it.
Let's get her at least some advice. Listen, she called the show. She trusted us to
Hell
give her advice.
I want to help her out, but I mean, we're at a standstill till we get a damn attorney on.
And again, if anyone can help me understand why would an arrest, why would it happen 30 days later with their pictures? Were those pictures the ones taken at Famous Footwear from their surveillance cameras?
And Suzanne just told me the open case is robbery. It is not theft. It's robbery.
Meaning they forcibly took it. Now, here's what I want to know, though.
Yes, big difference.
I want to know something from Natalie. Natalie, those pictures that were on Fox 31, and I'd love to talk to Fox 31 on what triggered that story, but those pictures, are they from your visit to Famous Footwear a month earlier?
Yes.
Okay. Put her on hold, and Natalie, we're going to work this and get you some information. She deserves information. Let's face it. Now, Monica from yesterday.
We asked our guest, and I gave my opinion. I want to know what you think now. What do you think?
Okay.
Do you think they just were there
Here's
and
what
they
I
were
think.
really looking for shoes?
Here's what I think. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think, and it's not based on anything except a hunch. I think the three of them went in there to shop and to look around, okay? And I think they looked very suspicious because there were two people probably talking to the clerk or talking to somebody walking around and another guy walking around separately. I think they looked suspicious, okay? We can talk about racially profiling later. But after looking suspicious, what I think is that the clerk was pissed off and tried to knock the shoes out of the guy's hand, and he left with the shoes. Now, this is just my gut, because you don't have a robbery charge on nothing. And I think the surveillance footage, well, although if they had that surveillance footage of him leaving with stuff, you think they would have used it in the story. That's one scenario, right? They're walking around, they look suspicious, they get into a scuffle with the clerk, and when the guy leaves, he's just so pissed off he takes a pair of shoes or two with him. Now, Natalie's going to say, no, that didn't happen. And I understand. I'm not accusing you. I'm just giving my gut feeling, because this is very, very strange. Now, listen, please all hang on the line. We have to take this quick break. One Clear Choice Garage Doors. The name says it all. They should be your clear choice. They do everything on the opener, every part, and they do everything on the door, every part. They're factory authorized for most garage doors, which most places aren't. Most of the time, they're just working out of their pickup truck or station wagon. One Clear Choice Doors has a website with all of their services and prices listed. OneClearChoiceDoors.com.
KHOW Denver, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station. Download the free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Now, Impact Traffic.
Yeah, we still have a very good drive around town. We got a little bit of volume to contend with, no big problem spots other than the lights still malfunctioning at Arapahoe and Peoria. We do have delays through the intersection there. East side of I-70 between Tower and E-470, both directions. A little bit of a jam up in there, and that's all construction related. A little bit of traffic coming out of the airport on Pania, slight slowing there. 270s a little bit heavier through Commerce City, and I-70 West from Colorado into I-25 has been slow, but no major difficulties. No rock scaling closures for us. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart.
You know, Mark and Suzanne have a beautiful RV garage, and it's a big shop. More than just the RV, it's a steel building, and they bought it direct from the factory. But here's what's funny. Before he bought his Great Western Buildings.com, he was told all the other people were direct from the factory too. Whenever he called a salesperson, they'd say, oh yeah, we have a factory. And they didn't. In fact, there are very few true steel building factories that sell direct to the public. Great Westernbuildings.com is one of them. And the factory's right here in Colorado, but they service all 50 states, direct to the consumer, no middlemen. And it's U.S. steel, 100%, guaranteed for life. The finishes alone are guaranteed for 40 years. Get your building direct from the manufacturer. Great Westernbuildings.com. Hey, if you are in an accident, you want information. Everyone does. That you start asking questions. Who's going to pay for this? What am I going to do? And John Fuller is set up to talk to you right from the beginning. Most PI attorneys want you to at least sign up. He doesn't require that. Just ask to talk to John Fuller, Fuller, Fuller Law, John Fuller. And then what he'll do is talk to you. If you decide to hire him, you still have personal access because he gives you his cell phone. You can call or text at any time. This is all true. 303-597-4500. Find out what your rights are in the beginning, right up front. Talk to him. 303-597-4500. Bum, bum, bum.
Do you think ultimately AI is going to make us all dumb?
I think we're going to have that incestuous knowledge base.
I don't know. We don't know what it is yet, but I do know it's something around social skills.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'm just so impressed by even just the email structures. If you have a chain going back and forth and you use AI, it can it
summarizes
can recap
it.
40 emails in a second. And hell, it's almost to the point, Tom. It can.
Yeah.
It already knows what the hell I'm going to reply.
No, I know it's scary. Honest to God, it almost seems science fiction-y. It really, really does.
Now, so I was thinking about this as well. The fact that my car drives me everywhere now. Think about this. I think you could eventually lose, like, possibly even motor skills or something. I mean, think about
I
all
know
the
what you're
attention.
saying. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, because you start to rely on it so much.
Yeah, you're not. Your brain is not doing that activity of watching all the traffic, watching people, watching deer, watching everything, watching lights, stop signs, police cars, everything. All of a sudden, all that's gone, and your brain is not engaged for that period of time you're in a vehicle, which could be hours a day for a lot of people.
God, I know it. So
it's
true.
Really
it's
wild.
So true. Freaking true.
And I just wonder, like, how that's going to affect society in the long term.
And Mark, as I said, and I keep saying over and over, this thing about keep using it and using it and using it, it becomes, there's no new input. I mean, everybody's just using it, and we use each other's inquiries, and everything stays like it is and gets dumber.
It's really so weird, man. It's so weird.
So of these three of the trio, who's calling us? The middle one?
I don't know which one she is in the picture, if that's the question.
Suspected trio on the run. Jeez.
Robot masseuses now. Where people, they get on the table and they press there's like a pad underneath where you put your face, and you choose what you want, and there's robot arms that come down.
That's cool as hell.
And they massage you.
I'd like one of those for my house.
Yeah.
There's gonna be nothing.
Hey, can you take us off? Tom, can you take us off YouTube for a sec?
Yeah, hold on. You mean the audio?
Yeah, just for a sec. How long do we have, Shannon?
You have a long time because we went.
Hold on, I want to make sure though.
Make sure we're off YouTube.
It's
you don't have to.
Why? What do you mean?
What?
I just want to tell Shannon something, but I don't want it on YouTube.
It's all a money thing. They're gonna try and figure out.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm trying to figure.
Don't make Tom do that. Don't make Tom do that.
Yeah, okay, don't do that.
I mean, there is a way to mute it. I just have to find it. I don't have it in front of me right now.
Don't. I don't want to have to reboot or anything.
It's gonna take a long time.
Shannon, can you make it to where you're not sending me to him, so it can't go out to YouTube, or no?
Let me see if I can make it so you're not sending you to me.
There's no way they can develop technology.
That's funny.
That took me a second.
And then the new structure is gonna be like, oh yeah, we have. They're gonna do an excavate. You're gonna see all of it, and like this is where we put the robot in, and he goes in. He can go to any unit he wants to.
I'm just gonna go in there and tell him.
You don't have to.
Yes, I have to.
All right.
So it's got one thing to worry about.
Here we go.
It's gonna happen. Nothing.
It's not in our lifetime, which I'm thankful for.
Advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Hi, Tom Martino here. God, what a weird series of events, but I'm going to go to someone else. I have to. We have people waiting. Monica, thank you so much for waiting. You called about asbestos. As I remember, you have a renter's policy, and we examine this policy. But in the renter's policy, she has personal belongings insured against loss, and she also has liability if she does harm to others. And what happened was one of her appliances developed a leak. It caused damage to floors and stuff, but it also caused the downstairs ceiling to basically cave in, okay, from the wetness. And it disturbed asbestos, which was in the ceiling, and the asbestos got on all her stuff. And to clean that takes it takes a lot of work. And she had it done, and it cost about $30,000 or something to clean all her stuff. So she wants to know what's going on. Her insurance says you're not covered because it's asbestos, and asbestos is not covered. But we had an insurance expert on by the way, Brian Burns, Compass Insurance, and they said many times, if something is covered and it causes a problem with something that's uncovered, the resulting damage could still be covered. In other words, if it all started with something that was covered, like a water leak, then any subsequent damage should be repaired because of the water leak. Except, as Mark found out yesterday when he was exploring exclusions, they have gotten way, way, way smarter, the insurance companies, on turning down these kinds of claims. Mark, do you have that exclusion in front of you by any chance? He may not have that, but in any case, here's the bottom line. It says, basically, I'm just going to sum it up, that if there's a forbidden or excluded substance or coverage anywhere in the transaction, from the beginning to the end, if it shows up anywhere, they're not going to cover it, nor are they going to cover any damages as a result of that. Mark, are you there, Mark?
Yes,
Okay.
I am. And the language couldn't be stronger.
You did a lot of research on this. Do you have that in front of you by any chance?
Hold on. Keep talking. I'll find it. Hold on.
And let me explain something. There's two ways exclusions work. Exclusions can work where this is excluded if it's the direct cause of the loss. Okay. In other words, if all of a sudden, you have a problem with asbestos, it's not covered. But what if it all starts with something that is covered? For example, a sewer backup. And during the sewer backup, they're taking off the drywall. And they notice when they took off the drywall, there's asbestos. You can make the argument, wait a minute, this is not an asbestos claim. It is a sewer backup claim. And the asbestos just happens to be in there, so it should be taken care of. And that's what Monica believed. That's what I believed. And then, Mark, you researched these exclusions, which have gotten way more sophisticated. Go ahead.
Well, let's not forget, this is a renter's policy, so I would like to look at my own homeowners and see if there's anything like this in it. But here's the exact language. It's crazy. So it goes over different contaminants and pollutants.
Sure.
And it actually names all kinds of them, including asbestos, lead, fumes, acid, all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
So, but this line says it all. It says, this exclusion applies regardless of whether an otherwise covered peril is the initial cause of the contamination or pollution. It just doesn't matter. No matter what, they do not cover it. It could be in any place in the chain, and it's not covered.
Exactly. The chain of loss, it could be anywhere. And if it's present, anything to do with it, not covered. Did you read it the way we did, Monica, once you looked at it?
I didn't. I read it that because of the water damage caused the asbestos, that it was a covered peril.
Now, the water damage is a covered peril.
Yes, but where did you, Monica? I'd like to see the wording that you read that gave you the impression it was covered.
This is right out of your policy. It's page 14. I mean, it's literally page 14. We do not insure under any coverage for any loss consisting of one or more of the following excluded perils, regardless of the cause of the excluded peril. Any other causes of the loss that may have contributed concurrently or in any sequence with the excluded peril to produce the loss, whether the loss occurs suddenly or gradually, involves isolated or widespread damage, or occurs as a result of any event or circumstance.
You don't get more thorough than that, Monica, in them saying that asbestos is not covered. Now the question is, what do you do? So hold on, because we got to talk about that. What do you do when you have $35,000 looking at you? Another thing I may ask as a side note, at what point do you decide, Mark, I'm not going to spend $35,000 to clean stuff that's worth $10,000? I mean,
that is That I don't understand. That is a whole different circumstance, but we're past that with her. She owes $35,000.
Yeah, we do have to take this break. Hang on, folks. We'll come back and talk about this. It affects everyone with a homeowner's policy, no matter what. You need to know where you stand. More right after this.
What's up?
Now, Impact Traffic.
Yeah, we still have a very good drive around town. We got a little bit of volume to contend with, no big problem spots other than the lights still malfunctioning at Arapahoe and Peoria. We do have delays through the intersection there. East side of I-70 between Tower and E-470 both directions. A little bit of a jam up in there, and that's all construction related. A little bit of traffic coming out of the airport on Pena, slight slowing there. 270 is a little bit heavier through Commerce City, and I-70 West from Colorado into I-25 has been slow, but no major difficulties. No rock scaling closures for us. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by AutoNation. It's the biggest savings of the year. AutoNation's annual sell down. Every vehicle is must-go priced. The AutoNation's annual sell down going on now. Shop and save now at AutoNation.com. Again, to shop, save, and get more information, go to AutoNation.com.
You know, I love that Fix It 24/7 wants you to be their customer, so they're willing to invest time and money. And believe me, the $39 doesn't even come close to covering this call. They do it for $39 because they want you to see what they can do. They do a $39 deep extreme clean, tune, and check of your furnace. Listen, they take it apart. They clean every nook and cranny. They put it all back together with a seal of approval, a no breakdown guarantee for the year for $39. I mean, that's what we spend on coffee in a week. You need to go to fixmyhome.com, book now, and get this done. If you've never had it done before, you will be astounded. But more importantly, it could save your furnace. Fixmyhome.com, book now.
What a wonderful time for family and friends, reflection, and planning forward.
Oh, he should have done CMG, right?
Yeah.
Done Right Home Improvements. Thinking of putting off that home makeover till after the holidays? Well, good, because opportunity is knocking. We'll help you plan forward with 16% holiday savings on your project or a great financing special to book now for installation after the festivities. Now is the time to get started. Todd?
You bet. First-class kitchen updates with our own
He'll get around to it in a minute.
unique cabinet refacing, elegant bathrooms, top-notch basement finishing, and the finest in replacement windows and doors. Our family's been serving Colorado for decades, and we'd love to serve you too. Call and book your project now to secure your 16% savings or a great financing special.
Thanks, Todd. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors. Finished basements, windows, and doors. You have our word, we'll treat you right at Done Right. 303-722-2295 or drhi.com.
Go direct to a lender. Why use a middleman? I don't care if you're looking for a reverse mortgage, maybe some cash out to pay off high credit card interest. You name it, anything you need to do with a home loan, including a HELOC or a 30-year line of credit. Think about that. You got to call my friend John Clace. He's one of the big dogs at CMG Financial. These guys lend out $2 billion a month. They lend out in every state. If you're listening to this in a different state, but call John direct, you're going to get the lowest interest rates and the lowest fees associated with whatever kind of loan. Call John, 303-882-6679. I promise you're going to love these guys. 303-882-6679. Do you have a remote cabin or want to live off grid? Red Rocks.
Yay.
Did you hit it too? I hit next event. You must have hit it as well.
Okay. I got some other real estate stuff that I can't believe, but I won't do it. I'll do it when we have a lull. I mean, it's some incredible shit.
Now,
So
tell me
Jesse
that wasn't the
Jackson's in the
craziest story,
hospital.
right, guys?
What's that?
Tell me that wasn't the craziest story.
That's a hell of a thing, man. That is an awesome, awesome deal.
Yep. Suzanne was right there. We
Which
were
one
all
were you talking about?
dumbfounded.
Which crazy story? Oh, was it the one you did privately?
Yeah, last night. Got it. We were all just speechless.
Now, is this something you can talk about now or not?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to ask.
Oh, that. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to ask Scott if he cares if we talk about it, but I ain't going to bring that up.
Maron Drogan. Jai Bhan. I'm kind of weird on that.
What's that, bro?
On that, what happened? Like why would you exploit it?
Oh,
because it's awesome.
Yeah, I get that part from him for sure. He wanted to make sure people believed him. There is no doubt. He might as well have etched it in stone.
Oh, they're finally talking to Spencer Pratt on the news. God bless him.
Who's that?
He's a TV actor from a show called The Hills, and he is going after Gavin Newsom for the Palisades fire.
You know, those people still can't rebuild.
No.
They're going to steal the land.
Be able to rebuild. It'll be somebody giving Gavin Newsom a hand job that gets to put in an apartment complex instead of.
It's so corrupt out there.
Oh, here we go.
And start listening now.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino with Marc Mager, and we are talking about everything on your mind. So, Monica, basically, you're really got a problem. I mean, you really do. You authorize cleaning of all your stuff. May I ask, how much was this stuff worth if cleaning it was $35,000? At some point, doesn't your what's that?
I don't think it was worth $35,000, but I wasn't. I did when they first started this process. Well, first of all, it says up to 320 hours to clean it, and when they first started the process, it was my understanding that they don't clean things in drawers, inside cupboards, things like that. And they took everything out of my home.
Okay, but Monica, who picked this company?
But your question is, I'm sorry?
No, go ahead. Go ahead with your thought. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, it wasn't the items that they got rid of the big items. Right, they got rid of couches, chairs, recliners, that kind of thing.
And were you reimbursed? Were you reimbursed for those, the things that were total losses?
No.
Oh, of course not, because it doesn't cover asbestos. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how much of a bill do you have right now?
$35,000, and I have nothing. I'm missing. All kinds of items in my home.
Hey, what kind of assets do you have? Let's kind of get right to this. I mean, you don't own a house because you're renting, so you don't have any equity in the house. I mean, how much are you worth? Is bankruptcy an option if this guy comes after you?
I don't think you're good. Monica, I think we have to start looking at that it's not covered. I don't think you're going to make an argument to get it covered.
There's no way they're paying for this. It's right in her own policy.
It's very plain. You're not covered. Now we got to figure out what to do.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Shannon.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
This is terrible. Having that bill she signed for.
Yeah. Hey, Deputy Bo, I know you're listening. Don't say anything. Has Scott even been on YouTube today? I haven't seen his dollar there.
Scott's on. No. I don't know if Dollar's on there. I don't see him on there.
I didn't see Dollar today.
He's probably recuperating.
Yeah. I want to talk repipe.
All right. Yeah, just take the lead on that whenever we get an opening.
Yeah. How long do you think it takes to repipe the average, if there is such thing, house?
Me personally, I would say, look, I can't see it being less than 5 days, Monday through Friday.
Yeah. I was so shocked by his answer. 1 day.
Oh, bullshit.
You're in and out of the house in 1 day.
For the plumbing. Yes.
Wow.
For full plumbing.
Full plumbing.
All right.
How many? And guess what? That includes drywall repair.
But the drywall is going to be next day.
Oh, next day is the drywall.
Yes.
So 2 days.
So basically, the process is 1 day is the repipe.
Yep.
The plumbing. The next day is the inspection.
Got it.
And then the third day is the drywall.
Oh, I forgot because after you repipe, you have to have it open for the inspector.
Yes.
Ah, okay. So the repipe, Tom, literally takes 1 day, but then the inspector has to come and inspect everything. So you can't fix the drywall that day. Then you fix the drywall after the inspector comes.
No.
He's like, I'll take it if they offer it to me, but
No, you know what?
he's like, I'm just filling in.
Hey, I want some. What are they offering?
Okay. He would be where I'd put my money, but clearly if he doesn't want it, then why give it to him?
Yeah, why? See you, Shannon. How was your trip anyhow, man? Where were you gone for a month?
Dimitar?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, how was your trip? Was it fun?
It's always fun.
Yeah, you had a good time.
Just short.
Month?
Yes.
Yeah. How long does it take to fly there?
About 15 hours.
It's a full day.
Yes, but there is a layout. So we travel to Europe and then we change the planes to Bulgaria.
It's a pain in the ass. We're in Europe, like
Europe,
Germany.
Usually Germany, yeah.
Yeah, I've landed there.
Yeah, they're thinking to open a straight flight to Bulgaria, but still gonna be from New York or
Yeah.
probably Chicago because there is a lot of Bulgarians in Chicago.
I read an article. They said that the longest flight they think they're going to allow is like right around 22 hours. Because anything, it gets to the point where if you have that many people in a tin can, someone's going to go fucking crazy.
Yeah, and I flew with the big Boeing. They put the was a 777 with the two levels.
Yeah. Was it all seats? It's like first class upstairs? Or?
No. There is a first class downstairs and upstairs. Upstairs is less seats, and I always joke with them, with my friend. It's a good you can go on the balcony.
Like the Hindenburg. Yeah. Can you imagine back in the day when you'd get into a blimp and fly from Europe like in a Zeppelin from fucking Europe to here? I mean, that's insane. I can't believe people would do that. It must have taken a damn week or two.
Man, I still think about like back in the day when they would. You ever seen Quigley Down Under with Tom Selleck back in the day? It started off. He was on a boat for 6 months to get from America to Australia.
6 months.
6 months on a boat.
On a boat.
I'd go crazy.
And there's like this ain't back when you got like technology and like, hey, how much longer? Like
you're just going. You're following the North Star basically.
Ain't no way.
Actually, I would enjoy the boat.
You think you'd enjoy the boat?
I have a friend. They got the boat. Travel.
Oh really?
It took them like I think 2 weeks.
Wow. That's pretty cool. I don't know how safe I feel out there on that open water all by myself.
Yeah, that'd be, I don't know, man.
It's like a different kind of darkness out there, too. Like
there's pirates, too, man, in certain areas.
That is true.
That's a real deal.
That actually is a real thing. People don't forget. There's still people out there. A boat will roll up on you, and they'll hop on your vessel, and they'll try and take whatever you got.
My wife and I were looking at a sailboat. It's going back. It was kind of during COVID. I was thinking of selling our RV and when I say a sailboat, I mean a deep water sailboat.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was 60 feet long. Just beautiful. I mean, beautiful. Learn how to sail and then bring it out. But then I started kind of learning a deep water boat like that, it's got to be in deep water.
Yeah.
So therefore, there's nowhere to store it. It stays in the ocean. You don't bring it anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's like deep water, so you got to pay to have it somewhere. Then you got to have a dinghy or whatever they call it in order just to get to your boat. And then anytime you go anywhere to different islands, you got to have another boat to get from your boat to the island because it's so deep in the water you can't just pull in. And then if you can pull in for the night somewhere, it costs an absolute fortune. It's crazy. And I started thinking, there's no way. That would be the dumbest thing I ever did.
Yeah.
Unless you live on it.
Yeah, exactly. If you're one of those people who's just like, nah, like we're going to spend some a substantial amount of time out here.
Yeah, then maybe.
Like,
I think if you went in, like something like that, picture a couple million.
Yeah.
So if you could get like 6 people together and buy something, and then everybody does 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
But we would never be on that thing more than 8 weeks. And it costs more than anything you could imagine just to have sitting somewhere.
The stuff you don't know about until you actually try to.
And I was talking to a buddy of mine who's got multiple boats, and he's like, and I'm showing him a picture of it. He's like, well, where are you going to keep it? And I was like, well, we were thinking of getting a house out in Slidell, which is in Louisiana, and we'd get it right off a Pontchartrain, and I'd keep it basically in front of the house. He started laughing. He's like, you can't keep that big ass. You can't. That's like trying to park a fucking cruise ship. He's like, you're fucking crazy. He's like, you can't even get under the bridges and shit. So it was something like, it was a great idea.
Yep.
Until it was absolutely the worst idea ever.
Yeah.
But you can get smaller.
Yeah, you can get smaller. So then, and we're still looking for a house out there. And when we find one, it will be on Pontchartrain. But I think as far as boats, I want to.
Mandatory jail for somebody drugged or drunk behind the wheel who then goes out and hurts somebody. Join me.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, give your family the ultimate Christmas gift, a whole house water system to soften the water, take out chemicals, take out total chlorine, take out pharmaceuticals, drinking water at the kitchen sink, and water softening for your plumbing, all for $46.95, an incredible price. I love talking about Water Pros because of these deals. I love talking about all of our sponsors because of these deals. Waterpros.net 303. And by the way, it's 862-5554, but it's also waterpros.net, Paul the Waterman. Now, speaking of deals, like we have Dimitar Kostarev on from Euro Plumbing, Colorado. Nobody beats them for water heaters. You see our recurring theme. You know, Mark and I take a lot of reaction from people, and quality and ethics and getting the job done right is important. But Mark,
numero uno.
But Mark, but price.
Price is huge.
It is. And it's not just the price, but the value. But you can't call it see, a lot of people use that word value to sneak in extra expensive stuff. All I'm telling you is we have made it so incredibly easy for you to shop at referralist.com and to compare. And it's good to have even our members competing for your business because they're great people. So Euro Plumbing Colorado, they're doing a water heater now. What are you kidding me? A 40-gallon for how much?
$1,400. You want a 50-gallon. And they've got the those Insta-Hots or whatever they called, you know, starting around about $3,000. Most companies are $7,000-8,000 on those. And I'll tell you what they do, and they do it better than anybody. In fact, they do it most likely for all the other companies out there that advertise it, and that's whole house repiping. And Tom, I was asking you this during the break. How long do you think it takes to go into a house, if you're Euro Plumbing, and redo all the plumbing in a house?
I said
all of it.
I said on an average house, you're going to be there at least Monday through Friday. So you're going to be there 1 week at least.
Nope. If he goes in on a Monday, his crew knocks out all the plumbing Monday. It's 100% done. The next day, they've lined up the inspector to come in, sign off on it. Then soon as the inspector's done, because you have to keep it open to inspect everything, then they come in and finish the drywall and paint that day.
Okay,
so a total of 2 days.
I have a lot of questions that I want answered, but not right this minute. I want to go to some callers, but I want him to start thinking. I want to know exactly what the process is, because I can't even imagine. I'm looking at my house here. Where would you start? How many holes? Is it all of the drywall? Are you gutted? And then,
do you keep the old stuff in there? There's
all
a lot
that
of
stuff.
questions.
All that stuff. Like, and then what kind of pipe do you use? Is it better pipe than it was to begin with? And then what? Okay, so there's just so many questions. And by the way, the other question, the obvious one. Who needs repiping? Why do repiping? So we'll talk about all of that. Just hang on. I know Dimitar and Julius are saying, we got the answers. We got the answers. Let's go to Monica, because Monica, I don't know what to do. We have to explore the downside. You're not going to get coverage for this. They're
going to come after you, Monica. There's no if, and, or buts.
And
about
even
it.
our public adjuster agrees. This language is flat out denial. I mean, the exclusion is rock solid. There's no argument to be made that they should cover it. And frankly, it's a waste of time to try to get them to do it. You're going to have to try to negotiate with this company, or maybe do a bankruptcy or something. Serious, Monica. You called us for help, and we took a lot of time looking into this. So this is not a knee-jerk reaction. Your policy is not going to cover it. And this, by the way, everyone needs to be aware of this, because these restoration companies, whether you own or rent, if you have insurance, they come in and start working right away. And it's amazing to me that they did not get full authorization before starting. I had
I think that this restoration company was negligent in the fact that they did take all of my belongings and put them in the garage, and then opened up the bags, and then the state came in and discovered now that there's an asbestos in the garage, and they did tell me that they would replace, everything in the garage. That was on them, but they, and I do have that in writing.
Who said they're going to replace everything in the garage? Who said that? I mean, the insurance company or the contractor?
The contractor.
And why did he say
negligent?
Well, what did they do? In other words, when they took your stuff and put it in the garage, they exposed it to asbestos?
Correct.
In other words, if they left the stuff,
came in, they go, there's a.
So
yeah,
the asbestos in the
bag in the garage.
Yeah, I know. The asbestos in the garage. Yeah. Where did it come from, and how was it disturbed? You're claiming that some of your stuff was not asbestos polluted until this company put it in the garage. How did it get polluted in the garage?
No. Well, what I'm saying is they put all of my personal property that was in the house that had asbestos on it, they put it in the bags until they clean it. Then they moved it all to the garage.
Okay.
So I don't know why they did that. And then they opened a bag in the garage, and then the asbestos from what was inside of the bag then leaked out into the garage.
I got
it. And then the state came and did an inspection that day, and they shut him down for 5 or 6 days.
Okay, now my question is not okay. But listen, Monica, the stuff that was in the stuff they put in the bags and took out to the garage, they did no harm to that stuff. That stuff was already contaminated. Okay, so what additional damages did you have in the garage? Like, what other stuff was exposed that had not been exposed before? Like, what was the new damage when they opened up the bags in the garage? By the way, that was a stupid thing to do.
Probably $15,000 worth of things that was in my garage: ski boots, ski helmets, goggles, camping gear, paddleboard gear, bike gear, electric tools,
So what did they say about all that when you talked to the company?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it sounds like, well, hold on. Is it true you owe them 30 or 40 grand, right?
Right.
And now you're saying they owe you 15, right?
What if they do an offset?
Yes.
Are they willing to do an offset, just like Tom just said?
Good idea. Yeah.
Well, do you even have that money to pay, though? Do you have the money to pay?
Do you have any money?
If they put me on a payment, I could.
They might do that rather than.
I don't know why they wouldn't.
Yeah, because they can't leave the house. It's not her house. Well, so listen, Monica.
Actually, I'm not so sure about that. If they did work in that house,
on the house.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I mean, the work they did on the house, why couldn't they lien it?
Well, they could, but the owner isn't going to have. He's not going to have a problem with, I don't think, with this, unless he does. I mean, he might have the same exclusion for.
God, that'd be unbelievable.
Did you get a look at your own policy market? Not that you don't have to worry about it because your house is new enough; it won't have.
No, I know that. I'm just curious because there's a lot of people out there. I mean, this is new information. When I heard that they denied it, I wanted to really dig through our policy and figure out why, and we did.
Yes, these
They
exclusions.
did cover the homeowner's portion of the claim.
They did. Okay, so what is the landlord getting done?
Well, they cleaned all of the, every walls and whatnot were cleaned, $25,000. And now it's the rebuild part where they have to finish the ceiling, repair or replace flooring in the basement, and then repair the flooring in the main house.
Did the landlord ever hint that he might have some coverage for your other stuff?
No.
Okay. And by the way, we have to remember the original loss was because of you. Monica, here's something else I want to tell you about. You understand that their company, this landlord's company, is going to come after you for the damages, right?
That's what I'm worried about more than anything.
It's called subrogation.
Yeah.
What that means is if you caused the problem, your insurance will cover you, but will they cover the landlord? Because the landlord's policy, you said, is covering everything. But let's say the landlord's policy put out $85,000. I'm just taking a number. They are going to want to subrogate for that $85,000. So they're going to look to come to your insurance company and come to you. Have you ever had a talk with your insurance company on how they're going to handle subrogation?
No, I've never even heard that word.
Okay, you need to, because in a loss, you have your direct losses, which are covered by your insurance company if you have the right policy. Then you have liability coverage, which covers other people's property. It's suffice it to say, you are the one that caused the problem. Therefore, your liability coverage should be covering the landlord, not his coverage. If his coverage steps in and fixes things based on the fault of someone else, they're going to go after that someone else, in this case you, to be made whole. So that's what insurance companies do. So Monica, in addition to the $35,000 you owe for restoration or cleaning of your stuff in the basement, they're also going to come, you're also going to have about, I can't see it being less than $100,000.
Oh my God, more than that. There's no doubt.
So Monica, you really do have to consider a bankruptcy or something. It's important.
I want to give you some advice, and I don't know your financial, and I don't want to dig into that during this show at least, but do not pay anything related to this until you know everything you're going to have to pay. Don't start making payments of a $500 here or $700 here, because you might be just throwing all that money out.
That's right. It might be throwing good money after
So
bad.
in other words, you're saying don't make a payment agreement on the $35,000 until
no.
I know if his insurance company is going to
Come after you. That's right.
State Farm is
And they'll go after you and they'll garnish you. They'll do whatever they can do to get paid if you've got a normal, a W-2 job. But here's the reason you don't make any of those now, because it'll get to the point where if you're getting garnished at work and you're making these payments and all these other bills are coming up, you might not be able to afford it, and all that money you paid prior to filing for bankruptcy, you'll never get back.
You'll never get it back. I would hold off on all payments, and I would consult a bankruptcy attorney. Monica, I hate telling you this, but you really need to consider it. A bankruptcy attorney. This is what bankruptcies are made for. It's so one mistake doesn't change someone's life forever. And
but let everything unfold. Let it all unfold till you know where you're
shouldn't
at.
she talk to Mike Wink now, do you think?
Absolutely, I would talk to Mike Wink now. The consultation's free. Tell him what's going on. But a bankruptcy will stop all of this. Every single bit of it. It will go away.
Yeah, it will go away. So, Mike Wink, get that number for her, Kachina, so she can call Mike, the Wink Law Firm. He's on a referral list at referrallist.com. And
let's break, and then I'm dying to hear about this speeding ticket. I mean, Danny's got an issue with the speeding ticket. What could the issue be, right? It's like you were either speeding or not.
Okay, more on that after this.
This year, skip the big box madness and head to Triple J Armory for deals worth aiming for. We're loading up huge Black Friday savings on firearms, optics, and gear at both our Littleton and Colorado Springs locations. Visit us first for the best prizes, giveaways, and unbeatable prices, and the expert service you only get at a store full of freedom. From all of us at Triple J Armory, happy Thanksgiving, and remember, when it comes to Black Friday, shop smart, shop local, shop armed. Triple J Armory. Lock, load, save.
Hey, Sheridan Auto Tech has everything you want in an auto repair facility. That's why I take my cars to them. I'm telling you, they have convenience, value, honesty, experience, knowledge, and value. They are on Colfax west of Wadsworth. They do maintenance, repairs, even electrical issues. And they do pre-buy inspections on used cars for just $120. If you're looking for honesty and integrity, if you're looking for a great place to take your car, SheridanAutotech.com. Hey, Vestera Turnkey is a method for becoming a landlord. They counsel you through the process. Where they make their money is where you buy the house and sell the house through just regular commissions. And for that, they give you a slew of services. They babysit your rental along with you. And they help you find the right time to sell it for the maximum returns, usually in anywhere from 2 to 3 years. So it's a short-term goal, and you will love the way they handhold through the entire process. This weekend, on Saturday, we have a seminar. And I say we because I'm going to be there, and you can find out more about Vestera. To find out, go to mybiggestreturn.com, mybiggestreturn.com, and sign up for this weekend. It's in the morning on Saturday, mybiggestreturn.com.
Discount Bath. I need to tell you a few things about this company. One, it's all in their name. Discount Bath. Yes, they do beautiful bathrooms at a discount price. But because their price is so good, you don't give up on any quality. I'm telling you, everything they do is transparent pricing. All the materials are great when it comes to warranty for the labor and the materials. In fact, they have a lifetime warranty on the solid shower wall systems. Suzanne and I are using them right now for one of our bathrooms in our house.
Hold on.
And if you just want a tub to shower conversion, they can do it. And they can do it for less than $10,000. No one else can do that. You can do a partial bathroom remodel, a complete bathroom remodel. You can even do a walk-in tub if that's what you want. And I'll tell you something else. Besides the discount prices, the great people, the great process, the ideas they give you is one of the reasons Suzanne really loved them. Different ideas you might never think of. Like, we didn't know there was such thing as heated tile floors that didn't cost a fortune. Or how about a steam shower? You name it, these guys can do it at a discount price. I promise you, firsthand experience, you're going to love them. And it's so simple to call them. Go to discountbath.com. That's discountbath.com.
Julius, do you wanna talk about the reply? I mean, he's gonna ask you for something.
Probably ask you. Unless you, yeah. Unless
Why you need why people need reply? And just
Yeah, no, because you're the face of it. I want them to hear Dimitar's voice. Don't worry, I'm gonna chime in. Like if you want to be like chime in a little bit, but you take the meat of it.
Okay.
They got to know it's Euro plumbing, man.
I'll tell you guys a story after the show. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Oh. Do you do repipes for like Plumline or any of those guys?
No.
Okay. I don't think they do any kind of repiping.
We do for repipe specialists.
What?
A repipe specialist.
Yeah, that's one on TV, right?
I don't think they advertise right now.
They used to.
They used to, yes.
Yeah, okay. And that's his background. That's his, basically, finding people to do jobs for other people, right? I mean.
Yeah. We are gonna try to focus now with Julius getting apartment complexes and property management companies.
I know a great. I'll put. I will give you a great warm lead that advertises with us.
Oh,
that's a apartment manager.
Fantastic.
Or not apartment. Homes. He's
Trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, let's talk to Danny as well, you know what? Listen, I know we should talk to Danny, but because we were talking about asbestos and we're on that line, let me just get Mike's question in real quick. Then we'll go to Danny. Mike, sorry for the switch up, guys. Mike, what is your question on asbestos?
Yeah, well, it's not a question. There's no question the insurance company isn't going to cover it.
Right.
But it seems to me $35,000, she's getting screwed. That is, once you look at the contract between her and the asbestos abatement company, and then have one of your abatement companies also join in.
Well, even if here's the sad truth, though, Mike. Even if we reduced it to, let's say, 5,000 or 6,000, she doesn't have the money. She was depending on her insurance coverage. But I get what you're saying. I mean, you know, I think restoration companies in general come in and take advantage of people. I do. I agree.
But most of the time, it's an insurance pay. So it really, honestly, it's like two bad guys robbing each other.
Oh, that's not the question. She got the insurance. She got the insurance.
My God, are you like on a Magic Jack phone?
Move back. No.
But Mike, what good would it be? Why do we care if she doesn't have the money to pay? Why do we care? Do you think we'd get it down to price she can pay. She can't pay $5,000. It's going to be at least $5,000.
How do you know that? How do you
She
know?
told us.
You don't know that.
She told us. And the insurance company,
Mike,
his insurance company is going to come after her.
Yeah, Mike, it's not just that. What about the subrogation when his insurance company goes after her? Where's she going to get that money?
What subrogation? Who's going to subrogate what? If the 35,
the landlord's listen, Mike, can you listen?
Yeah.
The landlord's company, wants to be reimbursed. So that's called subrogation. Yeah, the landlord. She rents this place, and her landlord had severe damages as a result of this loss. The loss was a result of one of her appliances. They're going to come after her for subrogation. Mike, just Mike's into transmitting, not receiving. Just let's cut him off. Right, I'm done. What he's saying is right. If you can negotiate a price, if truly you're being gouged, negotiate it. But why negotiate it if we're never going to have the money to pay? Ever. She's never going to have the money to pay. Not the subrogation and not the cleaning. Danny, what's going on with your speeding ticket, Danny? Welcome to the show. Are you there, Danny?
Going once, Danny.
I guess we don't have.
We'll put him on hold. We'll check him in a second.
All right, Charla, real quick. What are you talking about, Charla? Affordable housing?
Not in Colorado.
Yeah. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Charla. What's going on?
I have a Denver affordable housing home. So it's a home you buy at a discounted rate.
Yeah, and you have to keep it. You have to keep. What happens when you go to sell it?
Well, I'm not going to sell it, but my tax valuation this year was for the full market value of the house.
Ooh, interesting
which is
question.
$343,000, but I can only get like 100. If I sell it for $343,000, I can only keep about $165,000 of that, and the rest goes.
What did you pay? What did you pay for the home, Charla?
I paid $104,000 back in 2013.
Okay, now what program was it called?
Denver Affordable Housing, and it's also known as HOST.
Now, this Denver Affordable Housing, how long do you have to keep it before you can keep every dime you sell it for? Or do you always have to pay back?
You always have to pay back.
All right, hold on, and we'll come right back to you. Okay, I want to explore this to see what we can do for you. I'm Tom Martino. We got more coming right up.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplan today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, got a crash as you're coming in through downtown along I-25 northbound. It's up past Alameda, approaching 6th Avenue. 2 cars left lane. Looks minor, but it is slowing back to Broadway. Some heavy slowing coming through. Obviously, want to keep to the right. Southbound may be affected just a little bit. Some curiosity. 270 is running a little heavy also out of Commerce City and the east side of I-70 with some construction work, particularly around Tower. We're seeing slight delays. Other than that, everything else is good out here. Most freeways are running light. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by AutoNation. It's the biggest savings of the year. AutoNation's annual sell down. Every vehicle is must-go priced. The AutoNation's annual sell down going on now. Shop and save now at AutoNation.com. Again, to shop, save, and get more information, go to AutoNation.com.
I love talking about these two companies, Great Western Buildings and Alliance Solar. First of all, Great Western Buildings. You know why I love talking about them? Because they are truly factory direct steel buildings to the consumer, and the factory is right here in Colorado. They're one of the few steel building factories, but so many salespeople lie and say they're direct from the factory. You can take it to the bank with Great Western. So go to greatwesternbuildings.com and find out more about these extraordinary 100% U.S. steel buildings guaranteed for life. Great Western Buildings. Hey, Red Rocks Roof and Solar is now Alliance Roof and Solar, but you know what they do? They do solar systems and give it a commercial bend. So if you have a warehouse or a factory or business, no problem. But you may have an agribusiness or a home-based business or some other kind of business, and you want to get it through on commercial. They can help you there. Alliance Roof and Solar can help you get government subsidies to pay for nearly the entire system. Then they can show you how to sell back to the grid and to end users where you make money on the system. Find out more on their website, redrocksrs.com, or give them a call, 303-704-2449.
Depending on household size, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it's crazy. Hey, I found out everything about the question she has, by the way.
Okay, the one on affordable housing?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you, but it's like, wow.
Good.
Wowzers.
Good. Yeah, you know, that they put a lot of restrictions on selling.
The fucking deed's restricted. In fact, I think only 5%.
Isn't there like
a year you can reclaim?
Yeah.
But you have to sell it to somebody else that qualifies, and I believe that goes on forever.
Jeez.
I mean, it's a good idea if you think about it.
No, because they wouldn't have a home otherwise.
Yeah, they wouldn't have a home otherwise. But as we dig deeper into this caller, holy shit, man. I wish it's kind of interesting, though, because think about if you got one of those homes in 2014. And they did have them. In fact, they had a bunch of them up around Stapleton. So in 2014 or 2013, coming off of all the foreclosures, a lot of those homes might have been going for $250,000, $300,000 deed restricted, and they could easily be worth fucking $800,000 now. But you don't get any of that. You don't get it. But that's what happens when everybody listens to Governor Polis.
Now, is this a federal program or a state program?
No, it's literally Denver Affordable Housing.
The Denver Trio.
Yeah, it's administered by the Department of Housing Stability, or HOST, H-O-S-T, Department of Housing Stability. And it's a deed-restricted house, and it goes to qualified buyers, generally 50 to 120% of the area's median income. You have to sell it to someone that qualifies, and it looks like you can grab a little appreciation, 3 to 5% a year maximum. I wonder how you could ever get it out of the deed restriction. I guess you can.
Actually, I don't think you can you? You just reclaim more of the value each year, I believe.
3 to 5%. That's it, though.
Oh, my God. 3 for 5% above your initial investment, right?
Yeah, so whatever you paid for it, maximum 3 to 5.
Or not. Yeah.
But if it's 15 years old, my God, it's appreciated 300%. It seems like if they did it right, it could really work out for people with affordable housing. It really could. I think you got to sprinkle them in. I don't think you should do affordable housing like that. This is just my opinion, like in one neighborhood. I think you take a neighborhood, a big neighborhood like the Meadows or Highlands Ranch or something like that, and you sprinkle them all over. I don't think you want to group just low income altogether because that's going to kill the area. I think you really sprinkle them in. Does that make sense?
Yeah, exactly.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-IHEART.
630 KHOW,
an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So, we have the speeding ticket guy, and then we also have Charla. Let's go back to Charla, and then I'll go with Danny was disconnected. But Charla, right now, you're in affordable housing. Mark, you looked it up, and when you're part of this affordable housing program, because you get it at such a deal, they don't want you selling it 2 or 3 years later and bankrolling yourself on the taxpayer's dollar. So she paid $104,000 for this home. I just need to ask something. Incredible. Then I'll let Mark take over here. But Charlotte, let me ask you. At the time, 2013, you bought this home for $104,000. What was that home? What would that house normally sell for?
Well, like my tax valuation this year is for $343,000.
Okay. What do you know what it would have sold for? What would it have sold for? What kind of a discount did you get? Just roughly, probably about $200,000, right? You probably got it for half price.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I think you got probably half off. Anyway, Mark, what happens when people take advantage of this affordable program, and what do you have to do to qualify?
Well, the qualification is basically all income. I mean, you still have to have a job, of course, and you have to have decent credit and all that stuff like that. But usually 50 to 100% of the average or the medium income in order to qualify. So if you're there, you can qualify. It's pretty interesting though. They use a deed restriction, and from what I can see, it never goes away. So when she sells it, generally they'll give you 3 to 5% of an increase per year maximum, but she can't sell it for more than that. So even though it's been 10 or 12 years, she can only sell it for probably like 180,000, 170, wherever it is, even though it's worth 340. But
where does the rest of the money go when she sells it?
Well, she's got to sell it to someone that qualifies.
Oh, you mean she can't just sell it on the open market? Once affordable, always affordable?
No. She's got to sell it to somebody in her position. I mean, yeah, absolutely. So that deed restriction never goes away. But she brought up something I never thought about. And the reason I know so much about this, years ago I was looking at some rentals in Stapleton. And one of the ones I happened to look at was one of these houses, this low income, and I didn't know it. It was a brand new one, and the one right next door to it wasn't. So in other words, the exact same house, one was for low income, one wasn't. But this is crazy, Tom. You pay, when it comes to taxes, she's going to pay taxes going forward on the value of that house. So if that house on her assessment is $340, she's paying taxes on $340, even though she can only sell it for $180 or whatever she can sell it for. And that I just verified, and that is crazy.
Now, you don't think there's any way to protest that valuation, Mark, based on what?
No, the valuation, I mean, 100%. Here it is right here. Taxes are not reduced or adjusted for deed-restricted houses.
Wow.
Denver's property tax assessors value all homes, including deed-restricted low income, at their full unrestricted market value.
Wow.
So you owe the money. How much did yours go up? And everybody out there that voted for Mayor Mike and, well, I don't even want to say Hickenlooper. I guess it would be Polis now, but I forget. I think it was Polis that got rid of Gallagher, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think it was.
It was under his rule. Under his rule. So really, how much are your taxes going to be?
And how much did they go up?
Yeah.
Well, in the past years, my tax valuation has always been based on the amount I could keep when I sold the house.
Really? Then why did it? Wait, Mark, did you hear that? She said it was at one time based on what she would have made. When did it change?
I think it was. I think it was a loophole or something. I don't think they did that on purpose. I think she got lucky.
Yeah, she made a mistake. I mean, they made a mistake, not her. But listen, let me ask you something, Charla. The fact that you bought, let's just look at it for what it is. The fact that you bought this home for half its value when you first bought it, and you have way less of a payment because of it. Is this tax burden going to be that much? I mean, isn't it really still a bargain, for God's sakes? I mean, think about it.
Well, it's going to increase my house payment. It could be as much as $250 a month.
Wow.
For a person
Crazy.
who doesn't
Wow.
make a ton of money.
And
that's a
and what
lot.
and I guess the
And
argument she's
I was-
making is she's paying on phantom value that she'll never realize.
Yeah, and I just verified that stuff. It's always, listen to this, the property taxes in Denver have always been calculated on the full unrestricted market value, period. You just got lucky as hell. That's all it comes down to.
Well, I was able to check my neighbor's tax, valuations also.
Yes.
And theirs are still based on what they can, what they can make on the house.
Well,
Like,
don't
if I
rat
can
'em
make
out.
180. Theirs is based on that too. Mine is one of the few that went up to the full market value. So I protested my tax valuation twice.
Wait a
And the
minute.
assessor's
Why are your
office
neighbors
says that there's-
your neighbors are still paying on the discounted amount?
Yes. So I've been trying to contact Denver Affordable Housing since June.
Listen,
Nobody will
from
get back
everything
to
I'm
me.
seeing, from everything I'm seeing, your neighbors are just lucky. You were lucky. You're supposed to be paying the full ride.
Okay. I never knew that. I was never told
You
that.
said
That
you
was not
challenged
in
it,
any
so
of the
you challenged
paperwork.
it, and what did they say? Did they come back and say, nope, you owe it on 340?
Yeah, well, yes, basically, yes.
And
They
did you
said
tell
that
the
only thing
person,
I could
did
do
you
is
tell them during the
talk to
case?
Denver Affordable Housing.
Did you tell them during the Zoom meeting or however you did it? Did you say, wait a second, I have a deed restricted house?
I did.
And what did they
Yes,
say?
I did. They said I need to contact Denver Affordable Housing, which I've been trying to, but nobody will get
Well,
back
we
to
owe
me
it to her. We owe it to her to double, triple check. So let's put somebody on it, Tom, to reach out to Denver Affordable Housing.
I would like Deputy Dollar to look into this. He's into numbers and
Yeah,
can probably make.
And I think he's feeling pretty spunky today. So
yeah, that's an inside joke.
That's
Okay.
what I need.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you what. Hang on, Charlotte. We're going to get you hooked up with Deputy Dollar. Let me mark that down and see what he can find out. Like Mark said, we owe it to you to at least find out. It might turn out, look, there are a lot of people right now. In fact, I just got a text saying, I wish I could get my house for half price. I'd happily pay the taxes. But listen, look, these programs are there for a reason. Charlotte would otherwise not have a home. And sometimes that's the difference in someone's life. Now,
oh my God, think about it. $250 more a month all of a sudden. It's crazy.
No, it
but
is.
Really,
it is.
But that's Polis. That's Mike. That's Mayor Mike and Polis. And the Gallagher Amendment and all that. All of our property taxes went crazy.
Every time we turn around, we're being ripped off and we're being lied to. When they said the Gallagher Amendment wouldn't raise taxes, doing away with that, it was so ridiculous. And now
it was an outright lie.
And now, but how about the lie about without raising taxes, shall we have $1 billion?
Yes.
And
all they did was
on.
extend the same damn loan. It's like if you've got a 15-year mortgage and you get to the very last day, that very last month, the very last payment after 15 years, and the bank goes, well, we're going to go ahead and extend it another 15 years.
That's exactly right. Cuckoo. Okay. Let's keep going here. And basically, Danny, we'll get started with you. What happened with your speeding ticket? Tell me what's going on, Danny.
I got a notice in the mail, and it says your vehicle was photographed speeding, blah 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 blah, and and I've got until December 5th to pay $80, and that's it.
Okay, hold on.
And,
We'll talk to you about it coming up because we've done a lot of research on this. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Frank Duran, the real estate man, talking about houses and what they're worth. If you live in a house and you want to know what it will sell for, but you don't want to list it and you want to get a free valuation, you don't want to pay for an appraisal, well, Frank Duran will do an evaluation of the actual market and what similar homes are selling for. And he'll give you all this detailed information free of charge as a public service. It's free with no obligation, and you can trust Frank Duran, therealestateman.com.
Now, impact traffic.
Here's a look at the roads for your afternoon drive. There's an accident blocking the left lane on northbound I-25 between Alameda and 6th with some backups all the way to Downing. Also some slowing on southbound I-25 around downtown. That accident on northbound Federal at 6th has cleared. The rest of the roads are looking pretty good across the metro area. I-225 and C-470 moving at posted speeds. With traffic, I'm Vida Urbonis.
This report is sponsored by AutoNation. It's the biggest savings of the year. AutoNation's annual sell down. Every vehicle is must-go priced. The AutoNation's annual sell down going on now. Shop and save now at AutoNation.com. Again, to shop, save, and get more information, go to AutoNation.com.
You hear that dental drill? That's how shopping for a loan can be. Listen, we go back and forth on what you should do with loans. One thing I think we all agree on, shop around. And with U.S. Mortgages, that's exactly what he does. As a broker, he examines the industry to find you the best rate and the best terms and conditions. So check it out yourself. And if not, go somewhere else. Shopping is power. And right now, you can get a 5-year fixed rate from U.S. Mortgages for 4.99 or below. That gives you time, 5 years, to let the dust settle. Maybe you refi out of that. Maybe you move to another house. 4.99% or below, that's 6.04 APR. And listen to this. If rates go down even by 0.5% and you want to refi, you do it free of charge. No lender fees, no appraisals. That's my friend, U.S. Mortgages, David Szymanski. USMLoan.com. 303 low rate. 303 low rate. All right. If you're in trouble and you need a defense attorney, Joe Lazzara. Listen, I've been representing Joe Lazzara for 30 years. If you need help, call Joe, and he will talk to you about your case free of charge. Initial consultations, always complimentary. If you decide to hire him, he puts a flat rate on the entire case. It's such a simple, easy way of doing business. Don't shop under pressure. I've done the shopping for you. Joseph A. Lazzara. You can find him at referralist.com or call him directly at 303-429-6200. 303-429-6200. That's Joseph A. Lazzara. You heard me talk about Frank Duran, the realestateman.com, doing free market valuations of your home. I want you to know something. It's the real deal. He looks at your home, at the comps. He looks at supply and demand. He looks at interest rates, and he looks at what's happening in your neighborhood. Frank Duran, the realestateman.com, can also help you buy a home. He has a team dedicated to buying and selling. But here's something for sure. You will get his expertise on whatever side of the transaction you're on. Frank Duran, the realestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
Well, funny enough, I bought a cake route. So my wife and I bought a cake route when we were really young. I don't even know if I was 18. I think I was 18. She was 16. She moved in with me, and we owned a cake route. So we drive around to grocery stores delivering our own line of cakes. Anything Dolly Madison or Hostess made, we made. We didn't make them. We basically bought them from a bakery called the Flowers Bakery. It's like Hostess. It's huge.
Yeah.
Mega. I mean, it's all over the country.
Yeah.
But we had our own label. So we put our own label, and I'd compete directly with Dolly Madison and Hostess. Everything we sold was either 2 for $1, 3 for $1, or 4 for $1.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah, but remember, we're going back into like 1990 and shit.
So it actually worked out back then.
Yeah, we had like snowballs and cupcakes and creamy curls and the horns, devil horns, you name it, we had it. If you saw it somewhere else, we had a knockoff. So we did that for about a year and a half, and we met in a grocery store. That's where I met the guy who had the cake route.
Oh.
And his dad died in Oklahoma and left him a bunch of oil wells, so he sold me the cake route on payments. So we did that, and meantime, my parents moved out here, and my dad bought a Goodyear store in Littleton, one of them.
Yeah.
And he'd been out here, I think they were out here maybe 2 years, I don't remember. And he decided he was going to open up another one because that one was doing good.
Uh-huh.
And basically he said, you want to come out and learn this? And I was like, yeah, I'm ready for something different. We've been traveling, 3,000 miles a week every week forever. We're pretty sick of this.
Yeah.
So we moved out here, but that only lasted. I got kicked out of my house, man, right about 17. So it was like working for my dad lasted like nothing, man. It was less than a year, and I just literally walked out, and that's how I got out here.
Wow.
So,
man, that's kind of threw yourself in the deep end there, and you learned how to swim, huh?
I should have, I should have known real quick not to go back and work with my dad. I should have known. I really should have. I got in a lot of trouble as a kid, man. I mean, just straight up, I did. So I definitely take some blame there, but I should have known. I mean, I got kicked out of the house. Like I said, I think I just turned 17. It was really hard. I had to find someone I worked with at the grocery store that was over 18 just to sign an apartment lease. I mean, I couldn't do that. There was all this shit I couldn't do because I was under 18.
Yeah.
And it was pretty crazy.
What do you mean, like, kick out of the house?
I mean, like, I got home and my shit was on the porch, and I had to call a friend to come get me. That's what I mean.
From Florida to explain why this, at the end of the day, was not a clean CR on the Joe Pag Show. Tonight from 6 to 9 on 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. Man, have we had a busy morning talking about your problems, questions, and complaints. Right now, we go to Danny about this speeding ticket. And basically, tell your story, Danny. You got a photo radar ticket. And first of all, let's get to the basics. Is it you driving the car? Is it truly you?
There's no way to tell. And the photograph that he sent me, you can't see who's driving.
Danny, I'm not asking that. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, were you driving? Were you driving your vehicle at the time?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Who else drives your vehicle?
To my family.
Okay, and on the time and date, were they driving your vehicle or were you driving your vehicle?
I don't know. I just got this thing in there.
I think, okay, it sounds to me like you're playing games. I think you do know who was driving, but it's okay. You can play games, and they won't let you. You're going to have to pay it. Basically, photo radar tickets are now decriminalized to a point where they can serve you by mail, and they basically accuse you. It's not criminal, okay? They did this on purpose. They made it a civil action, and they made it a private civil action, which means you're not being accused of a crime. You don't have a right to confront your accuser. You don't get to go to court. You're either guilty or not guilty. If you want to dispute it, you can dispute it. So just do what you say. If you're not driving it and it's not you, then they may ask you who's driving. You don't have to tell them. You can fight it. It's an accusation and a request to pay. That's all it is. That's really all it is. So you have to decide if you want to pay it or not.
Okay, what happens if I just ignore it?
Okay, now there's a couple. Go ahead. What were you going to say? If you ignore it, go ahead.
It says failure to respond may cause the matter to be submitted to a collection agency.
That's exactly right. And what they will do is pursue collection. It's not a law enforcement action. So if you ignore it, they may send it to a collection agency who will then take the matter to court to try to prove you were driving or not. So it's really up to how much you want to fight this. I'm Tom Martino. We have another hour to go. Stick around on the Troubleshooter Show.
I turned around and bought all my dad's Goodyears when he retired, and I bought his partner out and ran those for 10 years. But she did all the books. She did everything. I mean, she's basically my accountant, my bookkeeper, my best friend, my lover, blah, 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 blah.
That's legit, man.
I mean, we're just together. Literally, it's kind of weird. Most people are like, how the fuck do you guys... We knew people like during COVID, they're like, I fucking hate this guy now. I can't stand my wife. We're like, this is normal shit, man. We've never not been together.
During the COVID, a lot of divorces.
A whole lot.
And after the COVID.
Oh, big time, man. In fact, some of our good friends, man, Avant and Christine. In fact, we met them. I found out he was right down in Philadelphia. We lived there. We're the same age, and we lived in the same town, Voorhees, New Jersey, or right about there, at the same time, which is crazy.
Damn.
We hung out at the same mall, but different schools, so we just never met each other. But we met them out here, and both of them got divorced during COVID and met each other. So, but hers was bad, man. She was living with a guy. It wasn't like domestic violence or anything. They hated each other. And she slept in the closet, literally in the closet, because she couldn't stand him so much. He would sleep in the bed and she would sleep in the master closet.
That's crazy.
For all of COVID, like for a year or so.
That's crazy.
I know, you listen to these COVID stories. They're bonkers, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
some of them, they literally like they go in and it's like we just met and the COVID happened and then it's just like now they're like worse enemies when it ended and they're just like I want to kill this person.
Dude, I'm shocked. Like there's probably a lot of murders we just didn't know about. Like people just coming home going fuck it.
Yeah. You know, in Bulgaria, before 1990, the percentage of the divorces are no more than 5%.
5% divorce rate?
Serious?
What is it now, though?
Now it's probably 60.
60, yeah. That's here, though. I mean, it's crazy.
It's going up, I think right now it's like
we
80%
have
almost
like
that are
many shows,
like,
so I mean,
and they say 70% of that 80 is initiated by women.
Yeah.
And it's like
it's almost always financial at some degree.
That's where when you were talking when your lady you guys met, because nowadays everything is so heavily financial.
Yeah.
Like that ended my relationship. I was for 6 years of relationship, and it was just like financials was such a heavy burden. I was like, money's gonna come and it's gonna go. Like, why are you gonna put so much emphasis on that? And it's like your woman, she saw you and she believed in you, and y'all look at this. It paid out.
Yeah.
I bet she's so happy with the decision she made too. Where it's like I could have sat here and be like, oh, he's gonna harp on what you were instead of giving you the potential to become what you were meant to be.
Yeah, it's crazy. And going back to what you were saying though about money and people now. So like my daughter, she's dating an attorney. They live together over by IKEA, nice apartment, and she's an attorney.
Oh, okay.
She's 23. He's 20, I want to say 26, and they kind of met, I'll put it this way, in law school. But they're living together, first kind of real relationship for both of them.
Yep.
I mean, they had boyfriends, girlfriends, you get it.
Yeah.
But never living together. And separate bank accounts all together, everything separate. Like they'll pay each other half, they'll Venmo each other. It's just like I never dealt with that because we always had one pot. We didn't have multiple pots.
Yeah.
Everything was just Suzanne in mine. I mean, that was it. So it's so weird looking at that kind of shit. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't, it's not like that anymore. Everybody keeps shit separate as
level
fuck.
of trust now is not what you had back then.
No.
Like you guys were like, yeah, like I trust you, you trust me, let's just work and let's do this. Nowadays it's like, no, I gotta put myself a little nest egg over here just in case. And
yeah, it's crazy, man.
I get it. I've never been the one where it's like put all your eggs in one basket, like how my mom and dad did. Like they have their joint account, and then she'll have whatever she had, and he had whatever he had.
Yeah.
So like if he wants something, it's like, well, spend your money, go get it.
Yeah.
It's just like I want this, I'm gonna spend my money, and then you guys got whatever. It's never gonna come and like affect the lifestyle. But it's like nowadays, it's like your daughter. It's like there's money never touches each other.
Dude, they split to the point where it's just, to me, it's just fucking crazy. I mean, like, really, like, I just can't explain it. I'm not saying like on any meal, but anything outside of a meal, if they go out and buy groceries, they literally, one pays for it, the other transfers half. I mean, it's like so crazy to me, but that's like how people do it now.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
I don't know. Honestly, I can see where it comes because if you're looking at statistics and logic, it's like, well, why would I sit here and try to trust you when nothing shows that I should? Like, you don't have anything to go off of nowadays. You're looking at like, oh, divorce, didn't work out. Like now broke, having to find a job, like having to go out there back in the job market. Like I don't know.
And it did help. There's no doubt because my daughter went in. She had assets. She had money in the bank. She had all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And he did too. Not a lot. You know, they're only in their 20s.
Yeah.
But my point is, we had a fucking unicycle that I owned. That was it. We had nothing else. I had a 1979 Granada that, like, was worth maybe $400 on a good day.
Uh-huh.
And other than that, we just started with zero. So there was nothing to, there's nothing to split. I mean, like literally, you got nothing. Which kind of makes it easy in a lot of ways.
I think that a lot of it also comes with like the age too, because like you guys met at that age where like you really didn't have anything. If you would have met her, say you met her right now,
yeah,
and like with everything that you've accomplished,
I wonder. See that's kind of fucked up. And I've always a good friend of mine who's an attorney, and he's older than me. He's like 66. His name's Jeff, but he lost his wife. Same kind of thing. They've been married forever. Lost her to cancer. And that was probably 2.5 years ago, and we get together about every 6 months just to powwow, man. Yeah. We usually meet somewhere, have a few drinks, and talk for hours. And this dude is like, dude, I had to go out and date. He goes, it's the craziest thing in the world. I don't even know what to make of it. He goes, it's absolutely insane. And he goes, the younger ones, I just know all they care about is that I can offer them a very nice lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's real. I don't know if they like me or they like my money. I mean, just like that. Yeah. He has no way to tell. So he doesn't like any women that are younger because he simply, I hate to use the word, he just doesn't trust them.
No.
So it's fucking crazy, man.
And that's your friend at that age. I'm experiencing the same. I was in a relationship for like 6.5 years, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'm 33 years at the time. I was 31 years old, and I'm like, I still got like a nice job. I got a lot. I don't have no kids. I don't have anything that's like
no bills.
No bills. I was like, I'm the epitome of like what somebody be like, oh yeah, like
you're a catch.
Yeah, and it's like, you have no idea how difficult it is. Like just trying to find somebody that wants to be real with you.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even know what you want from me. Like, you can see, I can put this all out there, but they really look at you for
you got to
whatever
consider something.
And it's like,
you got to consider something.
It ruins everything nowadays.
Hold on. Yeah. Switch over. Tom saying something.
No, I was just saying, you got to also consider.
Offline.
You got to consider Suzanne didn't have good eyesight.
Oh, shut up! You prick. You're a prick. I joke with Tom. He's been married longer than me. He's been married like 40 years.
Wow.
To 3 different women.
Yeah, but my first wife was 28 years.
I haven't drank a thing.
Weekday afternoons at 4 on Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW.
Yeah.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino with Marc Mager. He's at the main studio, the mothership. I'm at Casa Bonita. Well, actually, Casa Studio. And Kathy and Kevin are on the phone. Whatever is on your mind, you can call and shoot the breeze with us at 303-713-TALK. You can also call 24/7 303-MARTINO. And we will get back to you, by the way, 303-627-8466. And that's a really important line because you can call it at any time, day or night, get lined up for a show. Kathy and Kevin want to talk about a home security camera or an issue with it, I guess. Kathy, Kevin, hi, welcome to the show. What's happening?
Hey, Tom. What's going on? We have a security call through VIVINT, and we tried to... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It's called Vivint.
Yeah, Vivint. It's a security company. And what do you
and
have?
If you're trying to get out of a contract, you might as well try to solve cancer.
Wow. So Vivint, what kind of security system do you have with Vivint?
It's a home security camera.
Is it just a camera or is it a whole system?
Well, we got 2 cameras, a little monitor, and then a little box back in my...
Yeah. Does it also have motion? Does it also have motion detectors or stuff like that, or not?
Yes.
Okay. So you have a Vivint home security system. What is your question?
Well, we're trying to get out of it. We tried to call them a couple of days after.
How long have you had this? How long have you had the system?
Since June of this year.
Okay, now, why do you want to get out of the contract?
Well, first thing is we can't make the payments, and we found out that my brother's got skin cancer really bad. I got slightly skin cancer, and there's no way that we can come up with
How much
the
is
money
it?
they're
How much
asking
is it?
for. They're saying that the current balance is $2,230.
Wait, hold on
Now,
a second.
they're
Kathy and
also-
Kevin, hold on a second. So, when you entered into this contract, were you leasing the system or buying the system? Or tell me the situation. What kind of an agreement are you in?
Well, the guys that came out and talked to us, Tom, said that we can cancel it any time, and that's not the case. That they're originally
How long-
It's not close to the case. It's a 5-year. It's
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
5-year deal, Tom.
How do you know that, Mark?
That's almost every Vivint's a 5-year contract in
Okay,
minimal.
okay.
And what they do is they roll the price in, so of the camera. So you pay, I don't know, $50, $100 a month, whatever it is, and some of that goes towards the lease on the camera itself. So when she says $2,000, that's probably what they want for the equipment.
So, did you, Kathy, you asked them what it would take to get out of the contract, and they told you if you cancel, you would owe this money?
Yes.
How much are the monthly payments? You still didn't tell me that. What are the monthly payments?
Well, they're saying minimum amount due now is $230.60.
Yeah, but how much is it generally?
How much every single month? Just, do you recall what your monthly payment is?
Right offhand, don't, Tom.
Okay.
We don't know.
Okay, but you
and
said
I do have to
you can't come up with the monthly payments, so that's why I'm asking how much are the monthly payments?
Well, like I said, the minimum amount due now is $230.
No, that's
I think it's
she just doesn't understand. That's all.
All right. Hey, Kathy and Kevin, are you brother and sister or husband and wife? Or just friends? Your brother and sister. Okay, may I ask something, okay? Now, are you guys working or are you on any kind of disability payments or any kind of social services? What is your situation?
We're both on SSI.
And
Social Security.
what's the nature of your disability if you're on SSI? Well, you're on supplemental income. What do you have disabilities?
Yes.
We have health problems.
We both have health problems and as well as comprehension problems.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. So you guys live together alone. Where are your parents?
What?
They're just.
I just wanted to know, Mark. I have a feeling that these two are getting disability payments or supplemental security income because they can't work. Is that right?
Oh my goodness. How old are they? When you asked that, I was thinking they were pretty old.
No,
I was thinking
I understand
their parents were deceased.
No, I understand that, but I don't know how old. I just wanted to know what the situation was. How old are you guys?
I'm 64, and my brother.
Oh my God. Okay. Now, I have a feeling that they took advantage of these two. That's what I have.
Hell
a feeling.
yeah.
I have a feeling, and I hate. Are you said problems with comprehension? Kathy or Kevin, do you guys have learning disabilities?
Yes.
What is your diagnosis?
Learning,
like slow learning.
Okay. Okay.
I don't
Now,
know.
so you're developmentally challenged a bit?
Yes.
Who owns the house?
Good question. Who owns the house?
Me and Kathy.
Okay. Did your parents leave?
No, the house that we're in is me and my brother got it, and it's not actually we don't actually own it. We're making payments like a rent to own.
Oh, this is a slam dunk. I mean, just don't pay the bill.
Okay, hold on. You said rent to own. Kathy, hold on a second. What do you mean rent to own?
Rent to own is like we're making payments to a mortgage company.
Oh, got
It's
it.
not
Okay, I got it. So but you do basically own the house. How did you find this house to live in? Was it left to you by your parents, or did you find it?
Yeah. My brother found it on the internet.
Okay.
No, so we got to let's get the property address at some point, and I'm going to look up the ownership.
Okay.
I don't know if they own it.
Okay, but I think here's what I want to know. Here's my main question. How did this Vivint salesperson find you? Did you make an inquiry, or did they knock at your door, or did they email you? How did they find you?
They knock the door. They go around from house to house.
Okay.
And they were at our neighbors.
They took it. This is horrible. They took
That's
advantage
right.
of
That's
it.
exactly right. I have a feeling that they took advantage of you, and I want someone to kick their ass. I want someone to call them up and tell them we know what their game is.
You know what this reminds me of, and I hate to say it, the one where the DirecTV the salesperson or the reseller sold the DirecTV system to a blind person.
Right. Who couldn't use it. So this salesperson was going door to door, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And I want to know if they told you had, so they said you could cancel at any time. Is that right?
Yes.
The guy that came to the house and talked to us said we could cancel at any time.
Do you have
which is technically true, but you have to pay off the equipment.
Now, here's what I want to know. The guy that came to your house, do you have his name and number?
Yes, I have his name, but I can't remember if I still have his number. I do have his name.
Hold on.
You know,
I'd like to dox this guy.
I can't tell you how much I hate Vivint. I can't tell you how much I
can't
hate
stand
him.
him.
I hate him. Honest
We
to
got to
God.
get this info out on this scammer, man. I mean, this is crazy. Just look at who we're talking to right now. This is a travesty.
I know. I know.
There's a certain place in hell for a guy like that.
And
yeah, his name is James.
What is it?
But I don't have. His first name is James, and my brother should have his ID number.
Okay. You know what?
I want to have Bo. Listen, I want Bo on this for a reason. Let's get their number.
Or Deputy D. I mean, you want someone who's going to, like, needle
No,
him.
I really think this is perfect for Bo, and I mean that.
Okay, good.
So let's get all the information from them you can, Kelly, mainly the phone number, and Bo's going to reach out. It's not going to be as simple by any means as saying, email us the information. We've got to dig deep on this one and find this crook. Well, he's not a crook. He's an
whatever.
ass.
He just took advantage. You can tell. You can tell from talking to him. Diane. What's that? What'd she say?
And this guy is still working for him.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to help you out, but listen, don't pay anything. Don't pay anything to him right now.
May I ask a question? Not a nickel. I want to ask a question, though. This is curious. How did you know to call us, Kathy? I'm just curious.
I heard from other friends.
Good.
And then I went through Google and
good.
found you. I went through your radio station yesterday at their house. I couldn't find it, so somehow I got the number, and the lady at the office switched me over to your station.
Okay. Hold on, and make sure she has the number to call us back. Okay. Now, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Diane, what is your issue with a family attorney? What's going on?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am, Diane. What's happening?
Okay. All right. I was divorced. I got a divorce.
Yes.
My attorney convinced me to get a restraining order, and which is fine. There was plenty of pictures to show. But after that, he was breaking in. He and his friends were breaking into the apartment and stealing stuff, and it was driving me insane. I moved, and they're still breaking in.
Okay.
The apartment complex refused to change my locks.
Are you
I'm
sure?
because
Are
he
you
was
sure
on the
they're
lease.
How are they getting into your apartment?
Do you actually see them get in, or you just know they were there?
I know they were there.
You know where we're at, Tom.
Yeah, I know. How do you know? How do you know?
They came in. They came into my new apartment and opened the safe, which I don't even know how they knew it where it was. Took papers out and put papers in from his last divorce.
And why are
And
they
I
doing
called
this,
him.
Diane? Why are they doing this?
To drive me insane.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean,
Are
I've
you-
had to go
okay.
through all kinds.
Do you have a diagnosis? Are you getting help or counseling, or are you seeing anyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have, and I'm
Okay.
finally getting better.
Okay, good.
And
You hold
my-
on, okay? Hold on, and I think we have some. We're going to help you, okay? Hang on. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. The lowest guaranteed prices for your furnace. If you need a furnace replacement, renewhomeinnovations.com. My friend Nick and his team will guarantee you the lowest price for your furnace. 303-904-2000.
This month, Pure Talk is supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs and then pairs them up with combat vets struggling with PTSD. This is why I switched to Pure Talk. Sure, I like the unlimited talk, text, and plenty of 5G data for just $25 a month, and you will too. But you will love being in business with a company that shares your values. Dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Hey, if you are looking to be a landlord, mark your calendars for this Saturday. It's going to start at 10 in the morning. I want you to sign up for this seminar. I'm going to be there, and I want you to ask all of your questions about Vestera Turnkey. This is a system that helps you become a landlord in homes around the country in hot markets, not Denver, not Colorado. No. They research the best markets to be a landlord, where rents are strong and equity growth is high. They help you acquire the property, manage the property, and then sell the property. Find out more. MyBiggestReturn.com, MyBiggestReturn.com. Do you know that it's open enrollment? What does that mean? It's the time for you to renew or make changes on your health insurance. Please, please, please do not assume everything is status quo. It is not. Rates are skyrocketing. You need to find a system best for you, a system with the best government incentives, systems with the right deductibles. And how are you going to do all of that? The only way is to find licensed professionals that I've been using for the last 10 years, Integra Insurance. Please call them and let them help you shop. You will save money. 303-466-5500. 303-466-5500. Speaking of saving money, how about the best prices, period, on countertops? You will not do better than the Art of Granite. Listen, if you're looking for countertops, you got it. theartofgranite.com. Go visit them in Golden. You get wholesale on all countertop materials. Tear out and haul away is free. And they usually give incentives like free bathroom granite when you have the kitchen done, or free sinks or edge treatments. Call now and talk to Mitch. 303-386-5919. 386-5919.
Basically zombies walking around in one room. If you had to use a bathroom, you just use it right there. I mean, it was like something out of the dead. I mean, it was like that crazy. And that's what broke his career, broke it open, or whatever you call it. That's where he took off, Geraldo Rivera, and all because of a mental institution. But it was so bad, they ended up shutting down the mental institutions. Wow. And when they shut them down, now granted, it was the worst thing you could ever imagine if you had to live in there. I mean, like literally, it was crazy. But now they're all out on the streets. I mean, that's kind of what happened.
It's kind of like it's like the good and the bad. It's like, well, yeah, they weren't doing well in there. It's like,
But
at
it
least
was better.
They were contained.
Yeah.
It's like now it's like they're not doing any better out here, and now they're everywhere.
Everywhere. That's crazy. Yeah. I went to this one. This oh man, they called up and they described the worst thing you could ever imagine for a rental they had, but it wasn't an apartment. It was like a trailer. It was like a single wide trailer, but whoever owned it split it into 3, put up walls in it, and made it into 3 residences and rented out. Okay. And it sounded so bad, I'm going, there is no way this is going to pass anything. And I go out there, it's exactly what they said. And the entire place is that way. The entire place was the biggest hellhole. There was people living on this property in those truck toppers you see on a pickup truck.
Yeah.
Just the topper. It wasn't on a truck. In there. They didn't have running water anywhere. It was crazy. And I knew Denver would shut it down quick, so I start working on it. And this guy from Denver goes, I want you to think about something. He goes, that's all these people have. The reason we haven't shut it down.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was crazy. He was like, if you guys are going to be talking this on the radio and stuff, we're going to end up having to shut it down. These people have 0. That guy that lived in that camper you went out and visited, that's all he has is that camper. There's nothing else. So I guess if you want about 100 people displaced, we'll shut the place down. I was like, fuck it. Don't shut it down. I mean, don't. You remember that, Tom?
Yeah, my
Down by
God, I
Rockies.
remember it.
Where was Rockies? What was that area called?
Federal and 40, what is it? 40 something in Federal?
40th and Federal.
Or 46th and Federal, something up there, yeah. God, Rockies really went through it. God almighty.
Yeah, that guy went through it.
He died. David died, and everything went to hell.
His kid committed suicide.
And this other kid tried to commit suicide by cop. Remember, he got in a shootout.
It was on TV and shit, man, or on the news.
In Phoenix, he literally had a shootout with police. They could have killed him. He's in prison now.
Yeah, it's crazy. That was a tragic story and a very successful family at one point.
Oh, God, they were great. Rothrock.
Hey, I heard that did Barry Fay die pretty much penniless, or is that bullshit?
No, he was really hurting.
He really was. God, what happened to his money?
Oh, he just...
Didn't know how to manage it?
Well, yes, he was always trying to do the next big thing.
Yeah.
The next big thing, and he was always trying to get. Remember, he would meet with me once in a while to try to get me to invest in stuff, and
oh God,
oh man, it was like the next big thing.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
All right, I want to talk to Dimitar Kostarev and Julius Smith, both in from Euro Plumbing, Colorado. The basic questions I'm getting, I summarized here. Who needs repiping? When we hear about repiping, who needs it? Who needs repiping?
So the repiping is going to be needed by people that are going to experience leaks on the pipes, so they can prevent big damages.
Yeah, but isn't it made for people who never had copper to begin with? We're talking about older homes, right?
Is it like the old clay or lead stuff, or what?
Mostly it's the old homes,
galvanized, right?
Galvanized copper and polybutylene. It's very leaking pipes.
Okay, so how do they know? Like, what age of a home usually needs repiping? How old of a home?
Usually anything older than 20 years, you can look for repipe. Even copper pipes, they can start leaking, pinholes, corrosion. You can experience all this, and then you
but it's mostly copper. If it's done properly, it's going to last you the life of the home. Mostly, it's usually for places that weren't done properly, or galvanized pipe, or old-fashioned homes, right? I mean, the ones who have substandard plumbing. So, do you do a test to see if they have a lot of problems? Can you do a test?
I bet it's like a water heater or a furnace. People never think about it until they have a big problem in a leak. I mean, is that correct? Or do people call you and go, hey, my house was built in the 50s. Do I need piping?
Yeah, people are calling also and asking. We have a freezing pipes. How we can prevent the freeze?
Right.
And
Okay,
then
that's
it
a
comes
good one.
The PEX pipes, because the PEX pipes, they can expand and they're not gonna break.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you though: is there a test to see if a home is leaking or having pressure problems?
Yes, we can do a visual inspection on every home, every connection.
Okay.
And then.
And when you repipe, do you repipe? Here's what I need to know. Do you repipe to each appliance? Like, for example, does everything get a new connection?
Everything, absolutely everything in the house is going to get new pipes.
Everything.
We start from the main water valve up to any fixture, including the new angle stop valves, new supply lines, flexible. We even put a new.
And how many access holes do you need to do? I mean, to me it sounds like an insurmountable task. But do you guys make how many holes do you need around the house to get into the piping?
Usually we do between 10 and 20, depends on the size of the house.
That's all?
Yes.
And Tom, I think I said it takes 1 day.
Wow. So how do you know where to burrow? How do you know where to put the holes?
We just inspect the house and we know where the pipes are gonna go in the
and how many?
And
like how big are these access holes?
They're usually 2 by 2 feet or 3 by 3.
Okay, and then you go and run pipes through from one hole to another to the appliance, and then you do the final connections. And what kind of piping do you use?
We use PEX.
So there are no joints or elbows or anything really. You can string that stuff along, can't you? It's all one solid piece with the long runs, right?
We use some elbows, some tees. But most of it is going to be a whole one-piece pipe.
Just one run.
One run.
Yeah, and when you talk about PEX, talk about how wonderful it is. I mean, people in new homes right now should do nothing but PEX. Isn't it flexible enough to withhold under some freezing conditions?
Yes, it is.
So it can't freeze, or I mean, like -30, it would freeze.
No.
Right?
It can freeze, but it doesn't burst, right?
Oh, because it expands.
Yes. And the other good thing is that those pipes, the connection, with the time, they get even stronger.
Now,
that's interesting.
That's expansion PEX.
Is the old pipe left in the walls, or do you pull it out?
Usually, we pull it out. If some places is not doesn't allow it to.
Right.
To
so where you can, you pull it out.
Yes.
And then
they do it, and I want to make sure we don't forget this part. And they basically do it at the rock bottom price out there, Tom. In fact, if you see a commercial on TV for another place that advertises very heavily for whole house repipes, these are the guys that actually do it. They do a ton of wholesale work, and they pass that on to the regular consumer, which is crazy.
So you need repiping with older homes, even with copper plumbing, if you're experiencing a lot of issues. You do 10 or 20 access holes. You use PEX piping, which is resistant to freezing. You try to retrieve the old pipe unless it can't be done in some areas. And after repiping, is there anything else people usually need when you do this repiping? You need drywall repair. Do you guys do that?
Yes, we do drywall repair. So the whole process usually takes about 3 days. First day we do the plumbing. The second day is going to be inspection from the city. And the third day we're going to finish the drywall, complete the...
And how many have you done? Like wholesale, retail, everything. How many have you done?
We've done thousands.
Oh my God!
So I have a feeling they know how to do them.
And the other good thing for break
when you can, buddy.
repipe is because that's going to increase their home value.
Oh yes, of course, and it'll last them the lifetime of the home, right?
Yes.
It's gonna.
Yes.
And by the way, they can be reached online. EuroPlumbingColorado.net. Also, the lowest price in water heaters anywhere. EuroPlumbingColorado.net. 303-668-6844. You can find them on referralist.com as well. 303-668-68.
Wait.
What? 44.
There's a better. That phone number works, but there's a better phone number.
Oh, I'm
now.
sorry. Why wasn't it up there?
I didn't notice it up there.
Give it to me because we got to take a break. What is
720 500 3000.
Oh, that's a much better number. 720-500-3000. 720-500-3000.
KHOW Denver, 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Now, Impact Traffic.
Here's a look at the roads across the metro area this afternoon. There's an accident impacting north and southbound Kipling at 38th. Also a crash on eastbound I-70, the off-ramp to northbound Wadsworth. And that crash has been moved to the right shoulder on northbound I-25 between Alameda and 6. Still seeing a little bit of slowing in that area. The rest of the roads are looking pretty good right now across the metro area. With a look at traffic, I'm Vita Urbonis.
This report is sponsored by AutoNation. It's the biggest savings of the year. AutoNation's annual sell down. Every vehicle is must-go priced. The AutoNation's annual sell down going on now. Shop and save now at AutoNation.com. Again, to shop, save, and get more information, go to AutoNation.com.
Now, you guys heard me talk about insurance brokers like Compass, where they shop the insurance industry to find the best underwriter for you with the best prices. U.S. Mortgages does quite the same with the mortgage business. By all means, shop around. You know, talk to lenders, talk to brokers. U.S. Mortgages wants to be part of that, and they can get you great rates and great programs. For example, right now, they have 4.99% fixed for 5 years. Think about that. 4.99% or below, actually, in some cases, and that's 6.04 APR. So you can get through the choppy times, get room to breathe, and you can refi out of that fixed rate anytime you want. It's 5 years. So buy that house, get that low rate, and you're part of the lowest rate for life program with U.S. Mortgages. For example, if rates go down even by 0.5%, they refinance you free of charge. No lender fees, no appraisals, and you can use that as many times as you want. So go see my friend David Shemansky at U.S. Mortgages. It's 303 low rate. 303 low rate or usmloan.com. Right now is the time not to fool around with your system, your HVAC. You can get for $39 a complete refurbishment of that furnace. They take it apart to the extent they can. They clean every nook and cranny. They add life and efficiency. Dirt and grime, the number one killer. They go through everything, including the motor, the fan motor, and the blades. You won't believe the extent they clean. I call it the Extreme Clean Tune and Check. To get it for just $39, it's just that it's for people who haven't experienced this, so they want to be your company. 720-526-3939 or go online, fixmyhome.com. Book now, fixmyhome.com. Book now.
Program, so like now we're like, is certain things was like now I'm like I'm really working on my character, you know. I was like, I want to grow. But I can't ask somebody to grow with me.
You just made me think something. Hey, Kelly, did you ever send me Denver real estate moguls info?
Yes.
How'd you send it to me?
Text.
And that's his cell phone, right?
Yes.
This is a great lead, dude. There's a ton.
That'd be fantastic.
Here. And it's Denver Real Estate Moguls. I don't know how many properties they manage, but it's a shitload.
Yeah, that's the best to work with the management companies.
It's easy.
Yeah.
You're not dealing with customers.
Yes.
I used to, when I had my good years, my easiest money was state of Colorado and the federal government, man, there's no sales. They're not paying for it. They just need new tires or they just need brakes.
Yeah.
It's not coming out of their pocket. They give you a PO and you get paid.
That's it. Because I've gotten them with the management companies, but also got them with insurance companies, and you can see the night and day difference of like the customers. Like this one, it's like, okay, we just need it replaced. Cool. How much does it cost? Cool. Go take care of it. And they got this one over here. It's like, this is included. This is included. This might not be included. This might not be included. But the customer doesn't know that, and they just like, I don't pay anything. I'm not gonna pay anything extra. You replace what I need, and that's it. It's just like, how are we supposed to make money over here when this isn't? It's what we're supposed to charge you on.
And the other funny thing is, most of the people that they have those insurance are Indian. It's very difficult customers.
A lot. The people where they just like, I pay $12 extra a month for this service. I shouldn't have to pay for anything to be replaced. Like that's what their mindset is. And I'm like, well, there's a whole thing on your list that will tell you there's certain things that aren't included within your coverage.
Yep.
But trying to tell them that while you're on site, trying to charge them money.
It's crazy. We get a lot from like automotive shops. People buy those aftermarket warranties, and if they get lucky and they're going to cover it, okay, let's say, hey, yeah, we'll cover that alternator, that engine, whatever it is. The problem is they'll only pay up to like $90 an hour shop rate, and most shop rates are $200.
Exactly.
So they have to come out of pocket if they want to fix it. It don't matter where you go in Colorado or at least Denver Metro. All the shop rates are $150 and up. There's no one getting $90. Nobody.
They won't even take your car back there without like $150.
And what is the year and make of the Honda? All right. Hang on for me, John.
Where was that lady going on that attorney?
I want to talk about it.
Where was she going, though?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Something about attorney-client privilege.
Really, what's happening is she is crazy. Hi, Tom Martino here with Marc Mager and the gang back at the studio. EuroPlumbingColorado.com, is it now? I'm sorry. I was saying
it's both.
Right. And by the way, speaking of water, waterpros.net, the great water system for $46.95 includes drinking water at the kitchen sink. Get rid of forever chemicals, chlorine, and pharmaceuticals and nanoplastics. All of it, $46.95. It's a great gift for the family this holiday season. $46.95. 303-862-5554, waterpros.net. Listen, Diane, I don't know how to, I know you called us because you trust us and you think your ex-husband and his cronies are breaking into your safe. Is that correct?
Well, he's a penis wrinkle. We don't have to talk about him. It's my lawyers that I have the problem with.
Okay,
and I understand.
What's going on with your lawyers?
Okay, we're divorced, so they're done. But he's taken about $184,000 that I won in lottery tickets, and he took them. And
wait, how did you won $184,000?
About, yeah.
Do you have an actual record of that? Did you actually retrieve that money?
No, because he took it. And when we were winning before.
Now, how many times did you win? How many times did you win to get $164,000?
It was all in like 2 weeks. It was on one ticket.
One ticket, okay.
Well, 2 tickets. It was 2 tickets, and it over and over and over. They won. I get lucky like that. I won $1 million before I get premonition.
And what did you do with the $1 million you won?
We spent it.
How did you spend $1 million? I
was in Omaha.
got cancer, and so we had to go to. So all of that going on, I had to go
Diane,
to.
what is your diagnosis?
Texas
You
and-
says you're under care right now for mental problems. What's your diagnosis?
Multiple sclerosis is my big problem, but I had gone to Denver Spring for that daily.
Do you have any other diagnoses? Don't you have a mental illness of some kind? You said.
Just multiple sclerosis.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood you. So you won $1 million. You won $1 million.
Yes, way before. Yes, that was in 2008. That was way before. I just get lucky. Not in life, just sometimes in numbers.
So you won $1 million in 2008 and you blew through that. And recently you won $164,000 in the state lottery.
I didn't. Yes, on the $20,000, that one, and it won like 4 or 5 times.
Okay. How do you win 4 or 5 times on one ticket? Can someone help me on that? I thought once you win, you have to cash it in.
Yes, but I did tickets for multiple dates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
All
I
right.
would do tickets for a month at a time.
Okay, whatever that means. Okay. And
It means like I bought a ticket and you can do it one day or you can do multiple days.
Okay.
So I would do 30 days like that.
okay, and you would pay
So-
extra for
but-
that, right?
Right. Well,
Okay.
yeah, $2 or $1 a
Per day.
I think
Okay.
she's saying when you buy a lottery ticket, it's $2. She bought one for I
Every
don't
day.
know, actually. Yeah, I guess so.
So where are your
they were
winning on this $164,000? Where did the money go?
Dale took it. I didn't.
How can
sign
you prove
the
that? How
ticket
can you prove that he took your money?
Because I have played those numbers forever, and so I know. I called them. You have to have the top number and the bottom number, and you can prove.
Okay,
that
so
you won it.
does he admit that he
how
took
far,
your money?
How far down the bunny hole are we hopping?
No.
He
No,
doesn't
but
admit it.
that
So
is
so
still-
are you calling because you want to get your money back from him?
No.
Then tell me why you're calling
I'm
today.
calling be-
Tell me why you're
because
calling.
of the lawyers. The lawyers.
What
They
lawyers?
took advantage of me. My lawyers that I had for the divorce.
Now we're going back to the
That's why I'm
divorce.
calling.
Okay.
When did you get
Well,
divorced?
It was final July 22nd.
Okay, how
that's
did
a big that's a big life-changing
listen,
event.
we went on a ride here, and this has nothing to do with the lottery. Now you're calling because you said,
Now,
okay.
I have forgiven him for that.
How
okay.
did Diane?
I-
Diane, just tell me one thing real quick. How did the attorney screw you during their divorce? Tell me what he did wrong. Just get right to that point. What did he do wrong?
Okay. I told her about the lottery ticket.
Oh, it's a her.
during
I'm
our
sorry.
first meeting.
Okay.
Ugh. I told her about the breaking in. I told her that
What did the
he is
attorney do wrong?
messing with his paper, and he's lying. Well, she said she wouldn't do anything I asked.
Okay.
I wanted her to subpoena so I could prove that he was.
Diane, dear, we can't help you with that. You're going to have to go and talk to another attorney. Okay, we can't help you. I'm serious,
thought-
Diane. We can't help you with that. You need to find another attorney to look at the case and get a second opinion. That's what I recommend you do.
Okay.
If you feel your attorney is giving you wrong information, the best thing to do is to go consult with another divorce attorney for a second opinion.
I thought other attorneys couldn't sue other attorneys.
Well, you're not looking to sue right now. You're just looking to see if she did
No.
something wrong.
Oh, yeah, she even broke her breach of confidence.
Okay. Diane, you got to see another attorney, or you can go to the Supreme Court Oversight Committee and you can file a complaint with the Supreme Court Grievance Committee or the Bar Association, okay?
Or you can kind of just move on and kind of just forget about it. I know that sounds hard, but that might be the best thing to do is kind of put it in the rear view mirror.
I just want my money back.
Diane, I don't. If you want to know the truth, Diane, you're not. You want the money back you paid the attorney? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
are you talking
because
about? Or are you talking about the lottery? Which one?
No. I've given up on all
How
that.
much money? How much money did you pay this attorney? Because I would go to the Bar Association Fee Dispute Committee. Just remember the name. Kelly, give it to her off the air. It's the Colorado Bar Association Fee Dispute Committee. You're saying that she owes you money back because she didn't do a good job for you. That's where I would go first.
Right. She didn't. Yeah, she didn't do anything I asked.
And how much did you pay her in fees?
Oh, probably $20,000.
Okay.
And
that's
break.
what you want. We got to take this break. We got more coming up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
Here's a look at the roads across the metro area this afternoon. There's an accident impacting north and southbound Kipling at 38. Also a crash on eastbound I-70, the off-ramp to northbound Wadsworth. And that crash has been moved to the right shoulder.
There's no reason. There's no sense
between
trying to convince her
Alameda and
she's
6th.
crazy.
Still seeing a little
There's
bit of
just no
slowing in
sense.
that
Just
area.
move on.
The rest of the roads are looking pretty good right now across the metro area. With a look at traffic, I'm Vida Urbonis.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hey, Integra Insurance is a sponsor that I've been dealing with for more than 10 years because they helped me find the best health insurance for my situation. And I went from regular health insurance to Medicare with a supplement. No matter what stage of life you're in, the Integra Insurance can save you money. It's really important that you call them during open enrollment. Don't assume everything is going to just renew, okay? Here's their number, 303-466-5500. I am telling you, you can trust Integra and their licensed professionals to save you money in the health insurance industry. Call them, 303-466-5500.
If you need a home loan, including reverse mortgages, I want you to call my buddy John Clace. He's a branch manager in Colorado for CMG Financial. These guys are the lender. In fact, most people are wholesalers, and they go to CMG to get the rates. They mark it up. That's how they make money. That's about how 95% of that industry works. These guys are the people that lend the money. $2 billion a month. You're going to get the best rates. You're going to get the lowest cost. That means the closing cost from these guys, and that includes reverse mortgages. And my son just used them to buy his first house in Nebraska. And listen to this. From application to closing, 18 days. You know why? Because the underwriters, the lenders, everybody's right there in the same building. They're the bank. CMG Financial. Call John Clace. I'm going to give you his direct number. He's the man. 303-882-6679. The guaranteed lowest rates, the lowest fees. 303-882-6679 or partnerinlending.com. All right, I got to hear this. Tom, I think the best line I've heard in a long time was penis wrinkle.
I know. I can't believe it.
I had to go, what? Dragon's going to grab it.
We're running out of time today, so I may have to get you on tomorrow. I just want to make sure that
Y'all get it when we come back.
Okay.
Your
Penis wrinkle. There's no problem saying that either, is there? I mean, it's just bizarre as hell.
Right.
You're a penis wrinkle. Now I got to grok that.
It takes one to know one. Takes one to know one.
Takes one to know one. Yes.
Remember that?
Yes. I know you are, but what am I? You're a penis wrinkle.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me go get my food. Wait, I'm missing also the drip. I need to hear the drip and then the smoke alarm. Now the smoke alarm.
That attorney you know is about as stupid as you.
I think you even have a mosquito.
It's a fly.
Oh, God, I hate that sound. When you're camping and you hear that sound, isn't that the most terrible?
My God, Dragon.
That's me.
I will never forget when you were playing all the farm animals, including the elephant, and Tom was like, wait, where are you? Are you on a ranch? Ah. All right, here we go.
I got that cock.
I wonder where she got penis wrinkle from, because I'll tell you what, according to Twitter and Reddit, the origin is 2019.
That's relatively new.
How the hell did she use that? It exploded after a Twitter thread where a user described an annoying coworker as a human penis wrinkle. The tweet got 200,000 likes and spawned copycat insults.
A penis wrinkle.
A penis wrinkle. I can't believe other people have actually said it besides her.
Okay, this 2019
I thought it was gonna be like World War I.
Let's bring John up right when we get back here. So let's go straight to John.
You've got
how
70
much?
seconds.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
We'll get him up first in the morning, Kelly.
Okay, yeah, Friday
I think
card
she already
day.
told him.
Good. The lady is whacked, somebody said. That's not nice.
Yeah, well, she's definitely not all there.
He's a penis wrinkle.
Oh, you kept that, or you extracted it.
Hit it again.
He's a penis wrinkle.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Anytime I point up in the air, just
He's
play
a penis wrinkle.
He's a penis wrinkle.
Even Zach's a little. He's like, wait, what?
Have you ever heard that in your life, Zach? I don't think anybody has.
Yeah, it's brand new.
And it came from a 90-year-old woman that won the lottery 4 times.
Right. Right. She was talking about her ex-husband here. So.
I'd like to know. I'd like to know where she got that from. I swear to God, I'd like to know, because I can't see her on Twitter.
All right, I got one.
That makes me want to come up with something.
Tales of November, documenting the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald 50 years ago. Thursday on Ryan Schuling Live.
He's a penis wrinkle.
Oh, my God, that woman called her ex-husband a penis wrinkle. But listen, I want to make a note here. People call us sometimes, truly, with mental illness. And we don't mean to make fun of them. And off the air, we give them advice. And just wanted to say that. Now, that's present company excluded. I let Mark get away with his.
It.
Okay. Anyway, EuroPlumbingColorado.com, 720-500-3000. Call them for repiping or water heaters. That's 720-500-3000. And folks, don't forget 303 Martino. Save all your problems for us.
You're clear, buddy.
See you guys.